Welcome back to BAYUEMAS Oval in Malaysia for the third T20 international match between Malaysia and Indonesia. What a lovely day today. The sun is out and Malaysia won the toss and elected to bat first. What a series so far we are having here in Malaysia. Malaysia won a couple of matches, the first two matches of this bilateral series, and Malaysia has a good lineup as well for the series where we've seen Pawandeep getting back on roll to Malaysia side. They have very mixed squad with the youngsters and also with the senior players all rubbing the shoulders together and doing the wonders for Malaysia. And as far as Indonesia is concerned, they are playing really wonderful cricket. What an impressive cricket which they are putting up here in BAYUEMAS Oval, especially with the fielding and the bowling. That's a kind of international cricket what we are expecting here. So far, it has been a wonderful series, and I have a co-commentator with me, Amir. Amin, I beg your pardon, Amin. Good morning, Amin.
Hi, warm welcome to BAYUEMAS Oval. What a great morning today. We have a beautiful match. Malaysia versus Indonesia bilateral T20I series 2026 is happening today. This is the third match of the four-match series, whereas Malaysia won two, and this is the third one. Very interesting one. On my left, match referee Edwin is going to pass the coin to Syed Aziz, the captain of Malaysia, and along with me is Danielson, the captain of Indonesia. Let's see. Passing the coin to Aziz, and Aziz is going to flip the coin. Coin goes up, comes down. Tails is a call. Tails, and won by Malaysia captain. Syed Aziz, let's have a quick word. You won the toss. What's your decision?
We're gonna bat first.
You want to bat first, and anything in your mind? Like, what is the target?
Yes, I think we'll try to post anything over 180. Last game we tried to do that as well, but it didn't happen. But today we as a batting unit have to come together and get the decent score on board, and so it'd be easier for our bowlers to later defend on the second innings.
And there is a forecast. Looks like the weather is a little bit very useful for the bowling, and according to the pitch condition. How are you gonna tackle the first 6 overs?
Yes, I think first 6 overs we will try to get some runs on the board. Just over 8-9 runs and over, and with the one wicket down, maybe the most will be ideal for our batting unit. So yeah, I mean I have confidence with the batting unit and the openers to do a good job today. And yeah, let's go.
Fantastic. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
And let's have a quick word with Danielson, the captain of Indonesia. Hey, Malaysia won the toss and elected to bat first. What's the plan?
Well, we come to the match with the mindset of bowling first, so it's fine with us.
And any plans to restrict Malaysia under some scores you have in mind?
Well, we try our best starting in power play. We try to do same plan, try to get wicket in the power play, keep them low. We're thinking if we can keep them under 120, that will be good for us.
And they have won 2 games up front, and this is the third game. How important it is for you?
It is very important actually for us to get our first win here in Malaysia. So looking forward to it.
I wish you very good luck, and your jersey is very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
And here at the middle of the ground, Malaysia have won the toss and elected to bat first, and we'll join you from the com box. Thank you so much.
Malaysia won and they have elected to bat first. And it's a quite good day as far as in BAYUEMAS Oval is concerned. First ball coming up.
Hi Vijay, this is an interesting game, and very happy to join you in the com box. And this is the third game, 2-0 won by Malaysia. And what do you think about Indonesian mindset now?
Definitely, they'll give all the best what they have because they've been playing well.
A fantastic bowling from Ferdinando, and lovely played by Azikaimon on the offside. Couple of runs taken. That's a good start for Malaysia. 2 runs on the board straight away.
Absolutely, I mean, that's a good start for Malaysia. But coming back to your question, absolutely, Indonesia is doing well. They have been bowling really well, and the fielding was quite outstanding. They say catches win the matches, and Indonesia are proving the same. They are doing the best, but the finishing is what they have to be focused with.
Very lovely line from Ferdinando, and with a good action. Mohammad Aziz Aiman, usually a very aggressive player, taking his own time because the overcast condition is such cloudy, no sun seen, and a little bit breezy. So the bowler is going to take full advantage of that.
Very smooth action from Ferdinando. It would be suitable for this kind of a condition.
Lovely looking shot. That one is going past the fielder. Can he stop the ball? Yes, he hit it. It didn't carry the pace it needed. Mohammad Aziz Aiman, the way he plays looks like he is in a rhythm. 2 runs comfortably taken. Malaysia 4 for no loss at 4 balls.
This is what is known as calculative risk. Haziq Kaiman is known for aggressive cricket, but at the same time, he must make sure that he is not going for the aerial, and probably he can try to go for the shots on the ground and somehow manage to pick up some runs. Once he reaches the swing and the conditions well, then he can go for aerial shots.
Again, a fantastic game, and that goes past the short third man, and there is a protection at the deep, and the runs are keep coming, but not as boundaries, but at least in couples. This time it's 1 run for Aziz Aiman and Aslam Khan, the swashbuckling right arm batter, very aggressive, Pollard kind of batter, is going to open the innings along with Aziz Aiman. We can have some entertainments and fireworks. What do you think, Vijay?
So by the end of the day, T20 cricket is all about fireworks and a smart cricket. Street smart cricket is what you mentioned earlier. So this is what I would term. It's all about how do you get runs as a batter, and how do you make sure that you're utilizing all the phases of the game, right from the power play to middle overs to death over.
Well said, Vijay. Let's see how we can bowl the last ball. And nicely played by Aslam Khan. This is his first ball, just checking the pace and the bounce. Very well done by Ferdinando from Indonesia. End of the first over, 5 for no loss, Malaysia.
If Indonesia can able to bowl right length, I'm sure that they can utilize this overhead condition well, because as you mentioned, there's an overcast condition. It's all about how do you utilize the length and the seam of the ball. You need to hit the seam of the ball and hit on the right length. So definitely there'll be some kind of a swing with a new ball. So if Indonesia can do that, if they can tick that checklist, I'm sure that they'll be picking up at least a couple of wickets in the power play.
You're well said, Vijay. That is, Ferdinando made use of the condition perfectly well. He didn't give any boundaries because the batter were not able to time it properly because the ball was not able to reach the boundary. Let's see what Danielson, the captain of Indonesia, is taking the in charge now, taking the ball in his hands. He already notices the conditions as well. So let's see what he can do.
Haziq Aiman is on strike.
Very short steps, lovely length. The ball is steaming in. 1 run easily taken by Haziq Aiman. No risk taken. And Aslam Khan is going to strike against Danielson. Going to be very interesting.
Well, sometimes it's a smart move from the bowlers to have a shorter run up and try to utilize the swing. If their rotation of the arm is quite good, if they have good shoulder power, they can generate pace even with a shorter run up. Generally, it is said in these days, as far as the sports science is concerned, I'll get back to the point.
Oh, very nice. This time it's incoming, actually. Danielson is very good in bringing the ball back in, the in-swinging bowler. So its variation is beautiful. and he is like opposite than the opening bowler, and the ball is coming in, and Aslam Khan is not rushing actually. That's a good sign. He's taking maybe some instruction from the captain. Watch the ball first, then go for it. Oh, what a shot that one over the ropes. That is Aslam Khan. Huge six over mid wicket. No one there to stop it. Malaysia's first six, that is from Aslam Khan's wood.
Aslam Khan waited for that, watched the ball well, and he has gone for the biggie. That's a good start from Malaysia. This is what they'll be looking forward to blaze the guns. As it's a power play, we can expect more kind of fireworks like this from these two batters, Aslam Khan and Haziq Aiman. It's all about length, as I said. Danielson have to look back into his length.
A pretty better length, as you said, Vijay, this time. And a quick throw at the non-striker's end, looking for a wicket. But a good comeback from the captain. Not given anything in this following ball.
Well, probably it's a good length, but the line has to be improved, because if it's going onto the leg side, the batter is in a good swing. I'm sure that he wouldn't be hesitating to go for the one more biggie.
Again, this time from Haziq Aiman's bat, and someone is under the ball. Oh my goodness, he lost the ball. Not able to judge it properly. What a big, big miss.
Well, this is what we know. We call it as inexperience, because fielder was right behind the ball, rather than he should go underneath the ball and should be able to see the ball from up front. But he was way behind it, and he went for the dive on his backside, where he couldn't able to judge the ball well, and he couldn't able to pick up that. But it's a good effort from the fielder.
Good bowling from Danielson, and well, that's a good finishing from him as well. He is creating opportunities. It is the duty of the fielders to complete it. End of the second over, 15 for no loss. Quite lucky Malaysia.
So, I mean, as I was talking about shorter run up, as per the sports science, the latest context, it's all about rotation of the shoulder. How well you have the power on your shoulder, and how do you rotate the ball, and how can you able to produce the speed through the rotation of the arms. That matters a lot rather than the run up. Earlier, say like in late 90s and early 2000s, we used to watch Brett Lee, Shoaib Akhtar running from the boundary line to generate the pace with a longer run up. But long gone those days, and these days it's all about even shorter run up. Bowlers are bowling really well with a good pace.
Two persons come to my mind, Vijay. One is Bumrah and Wasim Akram. Ball goes aerial this time. Can it be a boundary? No, not timed as he interested. Just only one run for Aslam Khan this time.
Well, if you talk about Akram, I really agree with you, because he used to even bowl with a very short run up around 140 plus kilometers per hour, and he had both swings, in and out swingers. And with the old ball, he used to even get a reverse swing. But as for the new era of cricket, like you mentioned, Bumrah, he has been effective.
While we're talking about Bumrah, the Ferdinando is bowling really good here, giving only singles, not boundaries. Mohammad Asik got one run against Ferdinando. The score is slowly ticking up, but not that penetrative from Malaysia.
Well, there are two types of cricket. One is attacking cricket, another one is defensive cricket. In the defensive cricket, even bowlers would be happy with the singles and doubles, as long as batters are not going for the bigger shots.
Oh, while we're talking about big shots, here comes the boundary. One more comes from Aslam Khan's, but this time a leading edge.
That's a good start for Malaysia, and Aslam Khan is not wasting any time here. He has got another boundary. I would call it as a lucky boundary, in fact. But whatever it comes, Malaysia would take it up happily. They are looking to score as many runs as possible in the power play without wasting any time. These two batters, swashbuckling batters, when they are in the center, we can expect a lot of fireworks from them, and it's a treat to watch.
Ferdinando is continuing. Let's see how he bowls after the boundary. The ball goes up. Can someone catch it? Yes, a perfect catch from Indonesia this time. This time, Ghaman caught the ball perfectly, lining under the ball, and watched the ball very closely with both hands, properly caught. And the main man is gone. Aslam Khan, who scored in 200 per strike rate, is out playing an uncontrolled shot. Look at that.
Aslam Khan dancing down the wicket. He has lost his control. There was even outside edge, and it was comfortably taken by Gaman. And a lovely catch. As I was talking about Indonesia fielding, they are perfect in terms of catching the ball. And the main man, Aslam Khan, as we were talking about, Malaysia wouldn't like to see him walking back to change room. But unfortunately, Malaysia lost the first wicket for 21 runs. And Ferdinando, skipper of Indonesia, doing the wonders. Probably he is a bit expensive, but again, he has a knack of picking up a wicket here. I mean,
Yes, you're right, Vijay. And the second ball he bowled following that previous boundary is absolutely fantastic because he realized Aslam Khan is coming down the wicket and changed his length immediately. Like short of a length, going out away from him, made him to lose his control, and that did all the wonders. Fantastic. And Captain
Moho-
Danielson would be very happy to introduce Ferdinando as a bowler for this third over as well.
Mohammad Amir Razim is a new batter in, and definitely it would be a bit challenging for Indonesia right now because they're going to have combination of right and left, I suppose. So it's going to be interesting to see the tactics of Indonesian fielders, how they're going to cope, cope up with. That's the first ball with a lovely bowling.
A wicket and a dot ball for Ferdinando. He's under control. One ball left, and here comes Amir Razim. Naturally aggressive batter, goes through the line and hit the ball. That's what he does. Looking to come down. Another intelligent bowling from Ferdinando, not allowing the batter to go under the ball. Finishes his spell. 2 overs, 11 for 1. Fantastic start for Indonesia. And Malaysia should be looking to go for a partnership here. Mohammad Amir Azim along with Haziq Aiman, 21 for 1 after 3 overs.
So did you see that last ball? I mean, the way he has swung the ball away from the batter, he tempted the batter to go for the shot, but there was a late swing as well. Gentle swing, not much of it. Late swing, and the angle which he has bowled to the left-handed batter is a perfect example in the T20 format how to bowl to a left-handed batter when he is in aggressive mode.
Well said, Vijay. Well said.
Run rate is 7 per over as far as Malaysia is concerned.
What a lovely shot that from Haziq Aiman. He is proving to be lethal here. 6 runs against the captain of Indonesia.
That's a perfect start as far as Mohammad Haziq Aiman. We know about these shots which will be coming from Haziq Aiman's bat, and it's a power play. Malaysia would be expecting some kind of fireworks and better run rate per over the first 6 overs.
It's a very solid 8.53. Malaysia. Can it be in swinger again? Wow, lovely line from Danielson this time, bringing the ball back in from the right length and not allowing the batter to go for any big shots.
Well, Haziq Aiman was out of the crease to make sure that he is not getting any kind of full length delivery. Or probably when the bowler is trying to bowl a good length ball, he wants to convert it as a playable ball, which is a smart move by him.
That one is going against aerial over the covers. Can it reach the boundary? Yes, it is. The ball won this time. Haziq Aiman simply rocking. Calculative shot. Look at that.
That was a nice shot from Haziq Aiman. There was no risk at all. This is what I was talking about. Taking some calculative risk is always good, but at the same time, Malaysia can't afford to lose wickets here in the power play, because Indonesia definitely are expecting a couple of wickets by end of the power play. So it's already 1 wicket they taken, and 2 more wickets they will be eyeing for. So Malaysia should be very careful in terms of batting.
Oh, nice bowling from the captain. Oh, he should have hit that to the runner stumps. Missed it.
Well, it's a bit of expensive over from Danielson. He's only given away 10 runs so far.
Good comeback from this boundary. It's a dot ball. And it's looking like a very good contest between Haziq Aiman and the captain. Oh, that's a lovely shot. Somebody is under the ball. Can they catch it? Fantastic try, but not able to grab this time. One more luck for Haziq Aiman. I think he's having his lucky day, man. Enjoying his life.
Well, as I was mentioning about this field, especially going for the backward diving catch, it's not easy. Even in this era of cricket, we still appreciate Kapil Dev's catch in the 1983 World Cup of Vivian Richards. It's quite simple reason, because it's not easy running backwards of the field and catching the ball or diving backside.
While we're talking about the catching, look at the bowling. It's very close. Closer to the line. Umpire said it's wide. That is the margin of error you can make when you want to bowl outside the off stump. And under the inside the line, it's similar to the tennis, whereas an inch closer to the line or outside the line is a wide. Yorker length directly to the fielder. Lovely bowling by Danielson, following that 6 and 4 in the first and third ball. End of the fourth over, 34 for 1. Malaysia is scoring briskly with the help of Haziq Aiman and Amir Razim.
Last ball was well fielded by the fielder there. I mean, I was talking about fielding, and let's forget about that backward catches what they have been trying, and they couldn't able to be successful for a couple of times in today's match. Apart from that, you see that fielding, it's quite good. If the say for example, if there's no control as far as fielder is concerned, definitely that's a boundary, or maybe probably it could have been like a single or couple.
Full marks to the fielder, Vijay, the way he put his body behind the line of the ball. That's the basics of cricket, right? You need to stop the ball. You need your body, that is the biggest portion of your whole body. Then that saves the ball actually. That is the idea behind fielding. And while we're talking about the fielding, look at that. That ball raises over the fence for a boundary, and the boundary shot keep coming for Malaysia.
What a good pull shot from
Amir
Tata.
Razim.
And there's no way fielders could be able to stop that. That's a lovely batting from Amir Razim. And he has a very good combination with Haziq Aiman, because Haziq Aiman can go for the aggressive shots as we have been talking about. Amir Razim can able to play a matured cricket here with a partner like Haziq Iman. There's no hurry at all.
And I'm really impressed with the way Ferdinando bowling, Vijay, because whenever he sees the batter comes down the wicket, he either bowls a slower one or bowling a ball outside the reach of the batter, so making him uncomfortable. He's a very good bowler. A full stretched drive to the offside that fetched him 1 run. Amir Azim, a classic batter, left armer, very popular in Malaysian cricket circuit, scored very well for 5 out of 5 balls. And Ferdinando is given 5 runs in the first 3 balls.
Well, Malaysia would be eyeing to score 50 runs at least in the power play, which would be a very deserving kind of innings because and I haven't seen any kind of risky shots by Haziq Iman so far, and that's the maturity what he has got by playing time and again for Malaysia team, the international circuit, and he has played with several opponents, and he has improvised his game a lot.
A vast improvement indeed. And let's see how he was looking to go after the ball this time with on the front foot, just missed the bounce, and ball's beaten. Full marks to Ferdinando for keeping his line and length tidy against the Malaysian batters.
Well, it's simple for Ferdinando to utilize the new ball and go for the right length and extract some bounce here, and conditions are always there to help you out. So it's all about execution. Execute it well, and you'll be blessed with the wicket.
Good one. Again, took a couple of dot balls from Ferdinando. The captain is interested in giving Ferdinando 3 consecutive overs under the power play, saying his consistent line and length. And he is proving time and again that he is worth bowling in the power play. Just 16 runs given in his first three overs. Good one. Full toss ball, completely made use of that. And the ball disappeared behind the side screen. 6 runs, and Ferdinando is not happy at all. Look at this. Look at his feelings now.
Haziq Iman wasting no time here, used the full power of his muscles, smacking the ball out of the park. Lovely start for Malaysia, 45 for 1 in 5 overs. This is what I was talking about. I mean, 50 runs on board in the power play is always a big bonus.
Just slightly missed the line, and that ball went over the side screen. That's how brutal is T20 cricket, and that's how powerful is Haziq Iman.
There's a change in bowling attack. Mohammad Anjar is introduced into attack, and Amir Azim would be facing Mohammad Anjar. Lovely conditions here in BAYUEMAS Oval, overcast conditions. It's suitable for the bowlers. We have to wait and watch how Mohammad Anjar will be utilizing these conditions. Well, the first ball was excellent ball from Mohammad Anjar. No run taken there. It made Amir Azim to think whether it's going to bounce or not, but it didn't bounce as much as he was expecting. Amir Azim is on strike, going for a good pull shot. Just a single, deep square leg has been well placed by Indonesia to protect the boundary.
This is a crucial over, Vijay, because the sixth over is always crucial because that is the last over of the power play. So Mohammad Anjar will be looking to stop as many boundaries as possible because the batter's mindset will be like making use of this over, going for as many boundaries as possible. It's kind of a even Steven, both of them looking to do something different.
Pendulum swings up
Yep,
and down. Haziq Ayman is on strike. Well bowled by Mohammad Anjar. A dot ball. So far, excellent bowling from him. A dot ball, single and dot ball. This is what, as I mean, we were talking about exchange of punches in the boxing match or oscillation of pendulum up and down.
exactly.
Haziq Ayman going for a flatter shot, and long off has been well placed to protect that boundary. Malaysia would be expecting 50 runs on board, like I said. A couple of balls left. Can they able to do that? Can they able to go for the bigger shot and get a boundary to get on style with that 50 runs on board? Haziq Ayman is on strike. Haziq Ayman going for the big one. And it's a very big one. In fact, it's a six. What a lovely six from him. This makes the score to cross 50 runs on board for Malaysia in style.
What a lovely shot that one, Vijay. I was looking, waiting because he's very strong in the offside and the free flowing batter. That length was perfect for him to free his arms, and that ball went over the fielder for a huge six.
Last ball coming up. Haziq Ayman going for the good swing of the bat. Well, fielder Danielson was confused a bit. Just a single. So, end of the power play. 6 overs up. Malaysia 53 for 1. I mean, I'm throwing the question to you right now. You have been doing commentary numerous times as far as Malaysia when they're playing. Amir Razim, I want to know more about him, especially as I was telling you that he is a good supporting batter, but I want to know more about his shots.
Oh, that's an interesting question. Vijay, first of all, thank you for asking that because Amir Azim is an exciting talent. Something like a storm in the calm, something like nobody knows whether he's playing or not, and he's very calm, subtle, but he's an impactful player. If you throw the ball at him, asking him to bowl 4 overs, he will finish the 4 overs and give it to you economically, and is always attacking the stumps. And he has a very good dip and also very good control over his bowling. At the same time, he can open the bat as well as he can go to the middle order as well. He's able to do two things. And whenever he is batting, his only intention is aggressive batting. That is quite natural. It's not anything like rash shots. He plays to the line of the ball and go for the shots.
First ball, what a lovely bowling from JD August. New bowler into attack, and first ball with a lovely bowling from him. Just single take in there. I love that floater role. I mean, as you mentioned about Amir Azim, he can open, he can play one down, he can play two down as well. The floater role is very important. Some players are very much stubborn that they want to play opening. I'll come back to that point. Well, completely missed by Amir Azim. And a lovely bowling from Gede Agas.
So that's a good one indeed, actually. Gede did really well for that kind of a bowling.
Amir Azim is on strike, facing Gede Agas. This time, he's going for the cut shot, and will it be a boundary? Yes, it does. Amir Azim is doing it in a style. Look at that. There was no reach at all. Still, Amir Azim managed to connect the ball well.
We were discussing about Amir Azim's batting. This is one of the evident, like how he plays shots. Look at that four, that he can manufacture shots. Such a talent, and no wonder he's He's one of the best in Malaysia actually.
Amir Razim going for the bigger one again. Lovely fielding to protect that boundary. A couple of runs taken. Very good point made by you, Amin. You told that he has different shots and he's a silent killer as well. Amir Razim.
He's a real banker. Like you can give the ball and ask him to bowl anytime of the innings. Like
Drives the ball well. A single coming into the scoreboard of Malaysia. Last ball coming up from Gede Agas. He'll be bowling to Haziq Kaiman, who scored 35 runs from 23 balls. What a lovely start from Haziq Kaiman, which has given a strong start to Malaysia overall score, which is right now 61 for 1 in 6.5 overs. Short third man still there. That's a scoop shot from Haziq Kaiman, and what a boundary to get with that shot. What a lovely boundary to watch that Haziq Kaiman went for the scoop.
That's really a McCollum kind of a shot. And he completely out of 3 stumps, waiting for the line and length. He already premeditated that shot and perfectly executed one. And Haziq Kaiman, look at that. The last boundary really hurts the bowlers. What do you think, Vijay? The last ball goes for a boundary. How do you feel?
As far as Malaysia's point of view is concerned, it's a lovely start, and Haziq Kaiman is known for that. And scoop shot at this point of time, I didn't really expect, to be very honest. I mean, but I'll ask you a trivia to you. Do you remember who is the first player in international circuit to go for this unorthodox scoop shots? Long time ago. This happened very long time ago.
If I'm not mistaken, is it Miller?
Marillier.
Marillier from Zimbabwe, if I'm not mistaken.
Douglas Marillier. You're absolutely correct. You have very good memory. I appreciate that.
I'm a cricket freak, Vijay, because I've been watching cricket for a long time, and these are the memories, Like, for example, if you ask me who won the 1996 World Cup, I can say Sri Lanka immediately because of Jayasuriya and Kaluwitharna opening, and it's like memory in my head. A lot of things like milestones and unique things always stays in my mind. And an interesting question as well. Thank you.
Change in spin bowling. Kadak is introduced into attack. It reminds me of Usman Tariq from Pakistan. The way he's standing for some time in that particular action. He's bowling.
Can we change the Usman Tariq's name? Usman Slow Motion Tariq. What do you think?
But I highly appreciate, there are a lot of talks about that bowling action, but I appreciate it because it's not just batter's game. Look at that action now. That's a great shot from Amir Razim. And it's a 6. What a great 6 for Malaysia and Amir Razim.
You know what? Suddenly I thought there were 2 umpires in the match. Look at that. One more umpire is running on the log of
in the red clothing.
In the red color uniform. Such a surprise.
That's a good one.
You see
Amir
this thing
Razim is on
happening.
strike.
Yeah, you see this thing happening in football. Referee run all the way and signals.
Full toss ball. Amir Razim going straight into the hand of fielder, but fielder couldn't be able to manage to go for the catch. That was a great miss for the fielder and Indonesia team.
Speaking about Amir Razim, he was the captain of under-19 team before, and he led Malaysia to ICC under-19 qualifiers as well. And his best figure is 5 for 16 versus Singapore in 2023. That was his career best. Took 5 wickets in a T20 game.
Kadak is coming from around the wicket. He's bowling to Haziq Kaiman. Haziq Kaiman swings the bat, couldn't be able to connect the ball at all. Kadak was expecting some kind of a turn, but It didn't turn much, it was just an angle. Last two balls to complete this eighth over. Haziq Kaiman is on strike, facing Kadak. Well, once again, outside edge from Haziq Kaiman. And just a single coming from his bat.
I'm gonna ask Kadak, how do you find bowling like Usman Tariq? How many days he took to learn the skill?
Well, I don't think so he would have copied, but I think that could be like an era or a trend these days because it's not easy to copy his action.
I know
Good
it's an
drive
interesting
from
one,
Azim.
very good one, and an interesting one as well. Every year you see something comes up new, right? So while we're talking, it is 74 for one after 8 overs, Malaysia, and the run rate is still healthy, 9.25. What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, run rate is good so far, but it's middle overs. We can expect some kind of a partnership between these two. So far, this partnership has been productive for Malaysia. Definitely, they would be extending this partnership. Coming to the point, I think you left a point before talking about this run rate, but initially, Saklan Mushtaq started that action. From Saklan Mushtaq, we have seen Mohammad Hafiz, Shoaib Malik, Salman Butt from Pakistan bowling that action. And after that, Syed Ajmal started that bit of slow motion action. Then Usman Tariq took it to the next level. So for a pair like Idak, it would be very difficult to copy. Lovely bowling from J.D. Dharma. Was there a
Almost,
bat? No, it was no bat involved there. It was Bice.
almost kissed the bells. Lucky escape for Amir Razim this time.
Change in bowling again. J.D. Dharma is a new bowler. Start off with the first ball. Lovely bowling from him. There's not much bounce for the spinners so far we have seen. He's the second spinner into attack. In fact, left arm spinner. Haziq Kaiman going for the bigger one. And easy boundary as well. There was no efforts at all as far as hitting that shot. But execution wise, it was 100% perfect from Haziq Kaiman.
Look at that. Moved away from the leg stump. He get that elevation with that movement and made use of that 100%. Whenever he goes for a shot, 9 out of 10 times, he meets it on the sweet spot. Always get that power behind the ball to go for the boundary. He is an excellent, excellent talent. Haziq Kaiman. He's moved to 44 without wasting any time. 27 balls.
Slashing the ball, couldn't be able to connect the ball at all this time. Lovely bowling from J.D. Dharma because J.D. Dharma has cut down his pace comparing with his previous ball. Haziq Kaiman is on strike facing J.D. Dharma. Haziq Kaiman slashing the ball this time, but that's just a single. This makes a score to move on from 44 to 45 in 29 balls. 80 runs on board so far with the loss of 1 wicket in 8.4 overs. Left-handed Amir Razim is on strike. Amir Razim going for a big pull shot, and it's a lovely six. Look at that.
Look at that. Wow, my goodness. What a foot movement. And look at that. There is no chance for the fielder to catch the ball. He jumped and stretched to the max to stop the ball. But Amir Azim timed that to perfection. Fantastic shot. Look at that. He's on 27 of just 17 balls. Perfect partnership. As we mentioned, he's a silent killer. He's proving this one more time.
Amir Razim on strike. This time pulls again, but couldn't able to connect the ball well. But a single coming into his account. But the one which has got a six, I mean, it was from the center of the bat, and look at that power he has generated there. Marvelous one. By the end of the 9 overs, Malaysia are 87 for 1.
They call this as a pocket dynamite. You know, the whenever Warner plays, the international commentators always tell him it's a pocket dynamite. Same goes to Amir Razim. He's a pocket dynamite, definitely.
Pocket rocket.
Pocket rocket, much better
It was,
than
yeah, yeah,
is it suits the Asian conditions as well.
pocket rocket. But
you
the
know,
the
you know
shot which
this
he has
is
played at six, yeah,
uh-huh. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
the shot which he has played for a six, it reminds me of Adam Gilchrist when he was in the initial stage of his ODI cricket, where he used to go for that full completion of that full shot. That looks quite marvelous to watch. Amir Azim is on strike. This time going for the straight shot.
He
Bowler
definitely
Kadak missed it out to catch that ball. What an important wicket it could have been for Indonesia. What's going on, Amin?
I would definitely ask for a spray to spray my hand. If I were the bowler, look at the way he hit the ball and he stopped it. He's not showing off. He's not showing it out. It's so painful.
Well, I'm talking as a captain. That should have been caught. Maybe it's a bit, maybe it's a bit brutal, but still.
Two school of thoughts. You know, I'm being a player by myself.
Azai Kaiman pulling the ball straight into the hand of the fielder. He understood that he didn't connect the ball well. He was very, very disappointed with that shot. It didn't go as per his ideology. Well, great batting from him of 45 runs has come to an end now.
Look at that. It's a disappointment. And captain taken the catch pretty nicely. Safe hands. Kadak is a happy man to got the main man, Azik Aiman. Is almost just 5 short of his 50. Unlucky. And while we're discussing and the drinks have been called, let's go for a short break and come back, guys. Welcome back to the third T20 International series between Malaysia versus Indonesia bilateral 2026. And what a lovely start by Malaysia, 88 for 2 in 9.2 overs. Azik Aiman rocked the show along with Amir Razim. Beautiful partnership is going on. Vijay, tell me about it.
Virandeep is a new batter. The first ball was almost an opportunity for Kadak. Well, this is what is known as being in a form. I mean, absolutely wonderful game we had. Haziq Kaiman and Amir Azim had a wonderful partnership which built a decent score. So far, what we have been seeing here, 88 for 2. I'll come back to that. Lovely bowling again from Kadak. Virandeep defended well. What a lovely batting. As we were talking about Pocket Rocket, Amir Azim and Haziq Kaiman, a flamboyant player. Both were different kind of players. Full toss delivery from Kadak. Virandeep managed to picks up the single, and it would be his first run in today's match.
What a big player Virendip Singh, and he's been like in form in the series. Got a man of the match in the previous occasion. Amir Razim
Time
and
playing well by Amir Azim. A couple of runs can be expected, and yes, they have completed 2 runs. So, by end of the 10 overs, Malaysia are 91 for 2. What a lovely batting so far in 10 overs. Run rate is 9.1.
very good one. Very good one for Malaysia. 10 overs, 91. And while during the toss, I was asking the captain of Malaysia team, Said Aziz, what is his expected score? And he, without any hesitation, said 180 and 180 plus, and he'll be looking to score. And the way he said the same thing to his batters, they are proving it that 180 is possible.
I mean, I think even 200 would have been possible if I don't think if the wicket would have fell of Haziq Kaiman. These two could have took it to a different level.
First five, uh, Vijay, the first five from Malaysia is absolutely outstanding batters. Look at that, who is standing in the middle? And if he bats for 10 overs, imagine what would be the score. 200 is a compulsory score if Virendip plays until the 20th over.
Absolutely, definitely.
A little bit confusion happening. All happens in cricket. That is T20 for you guys. And Gede Dharma is back to bowl his second over. First over was a bit expensive. Considered 12 runs. Let's see how he bowls this over.
Excellent bowling so far from Giri Dharma, left arm spinner. Sometimes he's cutting off the pace, which looks really good. This right-handed batter.
Nice bowling by Gide this time. And Virendip, we all know that he's warming up. The calmness before the storm. That's Virendip.
Mohammad Amir Azim scored 31 runs from 20 balls. He played a very supporting knock in the initial first 7 overs.
This ball goes towards the mid wicket, but there is a fielder. Cut the runs just for only 1 run. Very good fielding at the deep. Indonesia are proving they're very good fielding side today. The stopping, catching, suddenly started catching, and they're very athletic as well in the outfield.
Wonderful point.
One more goes towards the boundary. Can someone stop it? No way, because there is the vacant area. Look at the shot.
That was a good shot. and the fielder completely missed it out. And it's a blessed boundary for Malaysia. Virandeep Singh getting his first boundary of the match.
No wonder
KD Dharma.
you are bowling to one of the top batter in Malaysia who played 307 matches, 277 innings, T20 innings, scored more than 11,000 runs at 48.68 average. Look at the shot. This time to the extra covers, 1 for 1.
Well, I mean, we were talking about fielding, but the couple of bowls ago, the boundary one, it was a misfield where ball has gone between the two legs of the fielder. But generally, you talk about Malaysian fielding, it's an excellent fielding. And the top teams which are playing here in international cricket, I'll get back to that.
This ball on the pads completely missed Amir Razim. That is a easy peasy for him. Sometimes you miss the shots, and that happens. Gede Dharma completes his over by giving 7 runs in this over. Not bad. And 98 for 2 after 11 overs. Yeah, Vijay.
As we were talking about fielding, I vividly remember Zimbabwe. In initial stages, they were excellent fielding team. Same goes on with Ireland. If you remember in 2007 World Cup, they were doing excellent fielding. And later, very soon, they came back into international test format. They became test playing nation. And Afghanistan also were one of the teams where they had wonderful fielding unit. So all the teams which are fielding well, they are getting promoted on international circuit.
While we're talking about the fielding, look at the batting from Virandeep Singh. The champion batter just scored a single run to the long on. And would you believe, Vijay, if I say Virandeep have scored 1500s and 72 50s in T20 formats, scoring more than 486s and 1000 plus fours.
That's a fantastic track record.
Also, it is a great privilege for Malaysian cricket to see first time in the history of Malaysian cricket a player is participated in the auction of IPL 2026. That is none other than Virandeep Singh.
Well, talking about Virandeep's batting, I mean, I have watched numerous times how Virandeep practices. The shot which has played now, the one which has got single towards long on region, or maybe even a square leg region, the way he practices the ball hitting the bat.
Yes,
Ball,
that's how he plays.
ball hitting the bat, that sound, that sweet timber sound, which is really great to watch. And you know how he's connecting the ball, even in the practice sessions. And he's playing with ease, which is even making the things more beautiful.
Look at the way he plays, Vijay. You are absolutely right. What you said is 100% right because I've been watching him for many years, and I really love the way he trains, not only the batting, but the fielding and as well as the weight training after the batting sessions. He's a true professional. Oh my goodness, that was catchable, just missed by the fielder. Quite hard luck for Kadak, and that was an important wicket. Amir Razim's. Look at the disappointment from him.
Well, there were a lot of actions around. Malaysia crossed in this over 100 runs mark on board. By end of the 12 overs, Malaysia are 104 runs for 2 wickets lost. On the other hand, Indonesia are dropping the catches in between in regular succession, which is a not good sign. We are trying to appreciate the efforts of fielding, but on the other hand, the simplest of simple catch have been dropped. especially when you have a batter like Hazi Kaiman or Amir Razim's wicket. It should have been caught. It was not that difficult, to be very honest. If that would have been caught, I think the game of the the scenario of the game would have changed completely.
You truly said, Vijay, and catches win matches. That is the saying always. You need to catch to win the match. That is played to the mid wicket, already placed. 1 run for Amir Razim, and that this time the baton is turned to Virendip's side, and he is played 10 of 10, just a warm up, and we can expect some fireworks from his bat.
It would be an interesting battle between Gede Dharma, left arm spinner, versus Virendeep Singh, right handed batter.
Good one from the left arm spinner you mentioned, Gide Dharma, looking so cool with the coolers.
Well, generally in T20 cricket, how we set the field or how we set the bowlers is all about picking up a left arm spinner to the best of the best batters from the opposition, who is a right handed batter, to go for an attacking mode. So now we haven't seen much of the attack from Gede Dharma, but he is getting a bit of extra bounce, which other spinners didn't get. Although he is quite expensive so far, he has conceded 20 runs in 2.3 overs with no wicket.
And while we're talking, the main wicket goes. That's none other than the superstar of Malaysian cricket, Virendip Singh, out cheaply for just 10 runs of 12 balls. That was a premeditated shot with less timing, and full marks goes to the bowler, Gide Dharma. He trapped the main wicket.
As I said, Gede Dharma is bowling really well. Look at that. Virendeep Singh couldn't be able to understand the bounce or the length of the ball. He was so urged to go for the bigger shot and went for the miscued reverse sweep, and he got dismissed. This brings on Syed as the skipper of Malaysia into the center to replace Virendeep.
Vijay,
As I
would
was
you,
rightly talking about, yes,
Vijay, one question quickly. Would you agree that dot balls are very, very important in T20 cricket? What do you think about it?
absolutely. Any dot ball will try to bring extra pressure because as far as T20 cricket is all about the game plan, because in one day international or even a test match you have enough time, but in T20 it's all about strike rate and run rate per over. So in
With
that
that,
perspective, dot ball will definitely will put the batter under the pressure. They will go for the bigger shot if 2 or 3 dot balls coming in consecutively.
that's what happened in Virendip Singh's wicket. If you see that couple of dot balls, he completely missed, and that made him to play that reverse sweep and got his wicket. What do you think?
I would say even I would give credit to the bowler Gede Dharma because he was extracting little bit of bounce which other spinners didn't get today. He's the only spinner who has got little bit of bounce, not much.
Very good comeback from Gide Dharma here. Couple of dot balls picked up the crucial wicket and given just 2 runs in his first 5 balls. Even the first 2 overs were expensive, but he really came back in this over. The flighted one goes straight to Gide. No runs conceded. Excellent third over from Gide. That consolidates the 13th over with 106 for 3 for Malaysia. And Mohammad Amir Razim and Syed Aziz is going to stitch a new partnership from here.
Gede Dharma was expensive in his initial couple of overs. Then the third over was completely game changer. Just a couple of runs, 3 dot balls and a wicket. And those dot balls, Samin, as you asked me, it had a bit of extra bounce where Viratip was struggling a bit. Maybe he was expecting. I would call today's pitch is a bit uneven bounce because if you would have noticed, even the pace bowlers, they weren't getting much of the bounce. on the same pitch when other teams were playing. I still remember Bahrain or Hong Kong, they were extracting a lot of bounce.
Look at that. You're rightly said, Vijay. And same ball on the leg stump. He bowled to Amir Razim in the previous over and he completely missed. This time, Said Aziz is missing. But that is his strength as well. He'll go for it. Patted on the head of the ball for 1 run to the long on. And Said Aziz is just came 2 runs of 3 balls. It's Amir Razim this time. He'll be looking the aggressor among these two. Oh, outside the off stump. Desperately wanted to play that shot. Not timed it well. No balance. Good bowling by Kadek. Good thinking.
So this is what I was talking about. I mean, that shot was completely unnecessary. That's how Haziq Kaiman got out.
Oh my goodness. Very good fielding and very tight running between the wicket. Can they go for a couple of runs? No said Said Aziz. No rush. Just a wicket fallen down. Stay calm. Let's do it slow and steady. That is the
That's a
instruction
wise
from the
call.
captain.
That was a wise call from Syed Aziz. That's what experience talks about.
Very good bowling from Kadek. Look at that. He just came in and completed 5 balls. Look at the numbers. 21 runs only given. Picked up a wicket. Excellent figures. And just 1 ball left in his 4 over spell. And Danielson would be very happy to see his bowlers performing like this.
Well, just a wicket in a kitty for Indonesia, and rest of the things are working in their favor. Just 3 runs coming off from this over. Well, what was that? I mean,
I think we are seeing some gymnastic show here instead of cricket. That one is a good one from Amir Azim because that is a kind of a
yeah,
frustration after playing that sweep shot, completely missed it.
I still remember in junior cricket when the coaches asked to batters to go for the bigger shots when the full toss deliveries were being bowled. I still wonder that was a full toss ball. If Amir Azim could have utilized that ball and if he would have gone for the big shot by pulling the ball, he would have got a six. And I'm just wondering why that ball was completely missed. I think he lost his balance. That's the secondary. But the initial point is that when you see the ball release out of the hand from the bowler, and if it's a full toss, and if you understood that, it's simple. Either you wait for the ball or maybe dance down the wicket. If you're confident enough, you can connect the ball, go for the big shot, six.
Vijay, the way you're telling it's technically right, okay? But if you look at the international games, the batter played a very good length for a six and gets out in a full toss ball. Have you seen this?
I agree with you, but that's the power. That's what we talk about power in T20 cricket. You know that franchise cricket are hiring power hitting coaches. Why do they hire the power hitting coaches? Is because batters are hitting the ball, but not to the extent of clearing the boundaries. So power hitting is. I'll come back to that point after this ball.
KD Dharma is back to bowl his 4th over. Suddenly, the Indonesia looks like pulling the strings back and getting good control over Malaysia because the score has been in the hundreds, between hundreds and 110 for almost 3 to 4 overs. A good shot on the offside. Oh my goodness, it's a misfield. Can they go for a couple of runs? Yes, it is. Yes, they did. 2 runs comfortably taken. Amir Azim will be happy.
So I mean, as I was talking about power hitting, Rajat Patidar, who is playing for RCB, in his initial part, he was struggling to even go for the bigger shots.
Oh, while we were talking about Rajat Patidar, look at that, Amir Azim. He certainly can go for the big shots here. That was a wonderful six, full-fledged shot. Look at that.
Sheer timing. and the power. It's gone for the 6. That's a beautiful one from Amir Razim. So
Something happened
Patidar
to
has
his
gone
back.
to
Yeah, go ahead, Vijay. Let me listen.
as Patidar has gone to AB de Villiers and he was asking that why he couldn't be able to execute the ball as far as power hitting is concerned.
One run, maybe. Oh my goodness, that's out. That is unnecessary. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. The ball is in the hand and you have a backache. Now you're running for 2 runs and lost your wicket. That's a crucial wicket for Malaysia. Out cheaply by
That was a
run out.
that was a poor call from the non-striking batter. He has put himself into the risk, and already he was struggling with the back pain. With that, going for the second run is not a advisable one. Unfortunately, a wicket falling here for Malaysia, and injury is also another big issue.
You're right, Vijay. And we were talking about Padidar. What happened? Then he went to
Yeah, yeah.
the ABD. Then what happened?
Yes, he went to ABD and he was telling like I'm putting the 100% best. I am utilizing all my power. I'm trying to convert those length deliveries to go for the bigger shots, but I couldn't able to get the complete result what I've been watching. ABD has mentioned one thing. There's always a difference between power hitting and just going for the aerial shots. Aerial shots, as you mentioned, if you go for the full toss deliveries, if you lift the ball up in the air, there is a possibility of even not completion of the shot and getting dismissed. But the difference between power hitting is where the things come into the play. You time the ball well, you use the weighted bat, which is making the ball to go even further ahead out of the normal shot. And last but not the least, you need to have that proper composition of your body weight, strength, and also the things which are matters like timing and right shot selection.
Very good, Vijay. Thank you so much for sharing this. Very useful for the youngsters who are watching this game. And while we're talking, and one more
I would like to add
throw.
one more point with that.
Mhm.
And
Yes,
last
Vijay.
but not the least, he
Mhm.
Rajat Patidar has worked out in and out with those kind of things what ABD has said. He has improvised his strength training sessions, and then he has improvised his shot selection. Then after that, it became history.
Fantastic story to share. Thank you so much, Vijay. And while we're talking, look at the power plays. Power from the left arm batter, the captain, Saeed Aziz now. He scored a boundary. I think he knows the trick of Rajat Padidar as well.
Definitely. So 15 overs up, Malaysia are 124 for 4. Syed Aziz, the skipper, is in the center, and Gary Dharma picked up a wicket in the form of run out here, but he was a bit expensive. We can expect a lot of firework from now because it's death over from 16th over till 20th over finish. And skipper, who's an experienced player, he has scored 8 runs from 6 balls. I mean, this is what I was talking about. The floater role is very important in T20. You can't be adamant. Once there was a spill of beans that one of the coaches of PSL mentioned that Babar Azam would love to open the bat. Well, that's a good quick single. Good call from the strike batter to complete the run. Akil is a new batter, scored a single from Ketut. Ketut is a new bowler into the attack. Syed Aziz is on strike. Well, there was an inside edge, and Syed Aziz missed it out. He was lucky enough in this scenario. He didn't get dismissed. Ketud so far bowled 2 balls, just conceded 1 run. Half completion shot from Syed Aziz. He understood that he didn't connect the ball well. He was disappointed with that. So, I mean, I was talking about that adamant thing. So, in T20, it doesn't work. The best example of Syed Aziz is he is captain. He can open the bat. He can come into the middle over. That's a good reverse sweep from Akil, but couldn't be able to connect well. Once again, a dot ball. Excellent bowling from Ketud so far. The first over of death over. Akil is on strike facing Ketud. No ball as well, and a big shot from Akil. And he has got a boundary here. It's a very, very big complimenting one for Malaysia with a no ball and a 6-4 board.
What a lovely shot that one from Akil, actually. Completely convinced about the shot. And Captain Saidis would be more than happy to see a boundary coming. And it's a no ball as well. It's going to be a free hit.
Well, it's a freebie as far as Malaysia is concerned. But Indonesia, after putting a lot of efforts, they are getting distracted here and there. A couple of drop catches, a couple of misfields. Now the no ball.
A very
They
good
were lucky
bowling.
enough this time. It wasn't dispatched for the bigger one. Just a single taken there. Excellent bowling from Ketut as well. Akil picked up a single, rotated strike to Syed Aziz. Last ball of his first over coming up. Ketut bowling to Syed Aziz. This time, Syed Aziz going for the bigger one. And it's a big 6 from him. Wonderful 6 from Syed Aziz.
What a shot that is. That shows the brutal power and timing of Said Aziz. He is known for that. He moved to 15 of 9. He promised that Malaysia will score 180 in the first innings. And looks like if he stays until the 20th over, that is highly possible.
Well, he is a guy who can able to keep up the promise. Absolutely, we have seen that. He took up the responsibility numerous times in the past. He not only built a partnership in this middle overs and the death over, but by end of the day, the target which a team has, he'll also fulfill that. What do you say, Amin?
Exactly, Vijay. He is a man of his words, and most of the time he gives 100%. And until he is not feeling well and he is struggling with any niggles, that's the time he loses his wicket or loses his composure. But most of the time, he's a lethal man and a team man. Look at that. He is an opener coming to the second down, third down, and is playing as a middle order here for his team.
Well, Danielson is coming back into attack, bowling to Akil. Akil going for the good, handsome shot onto the long off region, picked up a single. This would bring Syed Aziz on strike. They have still 3.5 overs to go for completion of this innings. What do you expect the score? I mean, do you expect 180 as Syed Aziz mentioned?
100%.
We'll
If he
get back to
stays
that.
there, if he stays there, there is 180.
This time a cheeky shot from Syed Aziz. A lovely boundary from him. Indonesia wouldn't have expected this at the moment. Look at that. He has gone for the leg side shot by moving on to the offside. I mean, Syed Aziz is playing unorthodox shots. What do you reckon about it?
He's on song. He waited. He just warmed up and he's ready for the kill now.
Once again, going for the bigger shot, but couldn't able to complete that. Danielson is bowling really well. He has what a comeback from him after the boundary, the previous ball.
A very good one. Honestly, Danielson is a big-hearted bowler, and even though he's expensive, but he's not giving up.
Akil is on strike. Akil charges, but couldn't able to make sure he gets that bigger one. Just single, he would be happy to make skipper to be on strike. It's captain versus captain. Syed Aziz scored 19 runs from 11 balls. Once again, attempt of going for an unorthodox shot, but couldn't connect well. It was an outside edge single. Well, it didn't even hit the bat. In fact, it was on the pad, leg by signaled by the umpire. .150 on cards now. Can this be a boundary from Akil? Straight shot from Akil. And it will be a 2 runs for sure. It was a good running between wickets by these two batters, Akil and Syed Aziz. By end of the 17 overs, Malaysia 148 for 4. So, I mean, I'm throwing the question to you. What do you reckon about Danielson's bowling so far in this match? 3 overs, he has given 31 runs.
And it's not a very controlled bowling because he's spread a little bit today. And also, I would say that he bowled under the power play. So that time it was Haziq Aiman and Amir Razim was there, and very difficult to control those two. And also, Aslam Khan also very aggressive. So it was not easy for the bowlers to bowl at that kind of a phase. So this figures because of those impacts. So, but I would say it's like an average performance. I would say not an extraordinary performance.
Mohammad Anjar started off the first ball. Cyrus is going for the bigger one, but just could manage to pick up 2 runs. Good fielding there in the deep. 150 runs on the board for Malaysia, where they lost 4 wickets in 17.1 overs. What a lovely batting from Malaysia batters. Cyrus is going for the handsome drive, but it was just a dot ball.
3 overs, 30 runs to make to reach 180. Possible or not possible, Vijay?
It's possible as long as Cyrus is there. Stepping down the wicket, Cyrus is and umpire signal wide. Well, I have a question, Amin. Cyrus is stepping down the wicket and ball has gone a bit wider. What do you reckon about that wide?
I think
Me being a pace bowler, I'll try to go for that kind of an attack. This time going for the bigger one, Cyrus is. And he has got maximum runs on board with a 6. What a lovely shot from Syed Aziz.
That is an amazing shot. What an elevation. He is a dangerous batter that everyone knows. There's a huge record behind his batting, and naturally a stroke maker, very strong in the leg side and onside.
Cyrus is going one more straight a big shot. And once again, the result is the same. One more 6 coming into his account. 2 sixes in a row. As far as Syed Aziz is concerned, all of a sudden the score has been shifted to 163 runs for 4 wickets lost in 17.4 overs. To answer your question, I mean, it's highly possible for the 180. Syed Aziz on strike, going for the swing, but it's been a big swing of umpire's hand signaling a wide.
Oh, 164.
I mean, I think slowly Indonesia lost their momentum.
You are right, Vijay. That's what I feel because it's all because of Said Aziz's batting speciality.
Syed
You
Aziz
said
this
that.
time going for the aerial shot. Well, he was lucky enough. It landed in no man land. A couple of runs taken. There was so much of urge by these two batters to score as many runs as possible. They're taking high risks in each and every ball. Probably they're going for 200 runs on their mind. Stepping down the wicket and single taken by Syed Aziz. This makes him to be on strike in the next over. 18 overs up, Malaysia 167 for 4. So, I mean, Indonesia were really good when they lost. I mean, when they picked up the wickets of Haziq Kaiman and Amir Razim. And all of a sudden, they lost their path.
You're right. That is the T20 momentum, right? Even in the IPLs, you can see the first 10 over belongs to the fielding side, and the next 10 goes back to the batting side. The pendulum swings this side and that side, and that's what happened. Only this is one of the reason is the experience behind Said Aziz. You know, like 36 of 18, coming very late in the innings, producing such a knock. It's not that easy.
Syed Aziz is on strike. Going for one more bigger shot. Straight into the hand of fielder this time. Danielson picks up the wicket of Syed Aziz. Syed Aziz ends up his innings with 36 runs in 19 balls. What a lovely innings he has played in this match. His contribution remains outstanding innings for Malaysia.
That is a wonderful catch, almost closer to the ropes, and perfect innings from the captain himself. And here comes the Hardik Pandya of Malaysia, Sharvin Muniandi, perfect all rounder with lots of power behind his batting. He can clear the ropes at will. A perfect man for the last 9 balls. Almost 11 balls left in this innings.
Sharvin Muniandi. He's a pinch hitter of Malaysia team. And as you mentioned, oscillation of pendulum. This time it oscillated towards Indonesia, where they picked up the 5th wicket in the form of Syed Aziz. Now it's time for Sharvin Muniandi to pull up the socks for Malaysia. First ball, he pushes the ball onto the gully region to pick up a single. Danielson has been expensive in this match so far, but he has picked up the right wicket of Syed Aziz. Akil is on strike. Negotiated well by Akil. Will they go for second run? Definitely they would go for the second run.
It's a good comeback from Indonesia. We're talking about the pendulum. It is what exactly happened. And really appreciate the way Danielson thinks. Even though he was expensive in the first three, came back very confidently and bowled the 4th over, picked up the main wicket of Syed Aziz. Is showing his attitude. Very good.
Akil going for the bigger one. But fielder has been well placed. to protect the boundary. Well, we can sense some urge here from Malaysia where they are trying to go for 200 runs on board, but it would be challenging for them. 180 for sure is highly possible, but something beyond that would be always a bonus. But trying to do something out of the box like 200 at this point of time may even spoil the good going one. Well directed Yorker by Daniel Son. Sharvin Muniandi picking up a single, rotating the strike to a kill. What a comeback for Danielson. I mean,
Excellent
yes,
performance. Excellent performance by Danielson. The way he bowls the fourth over is amazing. Look at that, just 5 runs and a wicket. The last ball to go. Let's see how he bowls this.
once again going for the bigger shot, but field has been there for a long time to protect that. Just a single. What a lovely over from Danielson. He's conceded 6 runs and picked up a crucial wicket of Syed Aziz. By end of the 19 overs, Malaysia are 173 for 5. I mean, now at this point of time, as an experienced player, Sharvin, do you expect him to go for the bigger shots or just have the plan set in their mind of crossing 180 and make sure that the wicket is not falling anywhere? Or do you think that he will take risk and he will try to smack the ball and he may get out? What do you reckon?
100% full throttle, Vijay. No negative thinkings here. 5 balls, maybe 6 balls. What is the maximum runs you can score based on your strength? That is the only thing I can say. If I'm the coach, I would tell my player, this is your game. Go for it. If it's in your zone, just go for it.
I'll give you one scenario, Amin. What if you said like go with the full throttle? What if the 6 wickets fall in the 1 over and you're not even crossing 180 runs? Haven't we seen Lasith Malinga picking up 4 wickets on a trot? What if the 6 wickets fall on trot and they couldn't even complete the runs which they are aiming for?
They,
That is
they're
always
already
there.
they're already on a stronger position compared to the first 2 games played. And look at that, couple of runs taken in the first ball of Ferdinando. And while we're
Well, there are
talking
a lot of
about,
things.
yeah, this is always a positive thinking, I would say, Vijay. You need to be optimistic. You should not think about the negative stuffs. Whatever happens, it happens, right? But without trying is a bad thing, like that. You should always be like ready for positive things. That is cricket. You can give it a try, and because you are on a safer zone already, 170 plus, it's not an easy score to chase.
Definitely, but you can expect something from Indonesia in today's match. This time, Akil swings the bat. Will it be second run? It's a risky one for sure. Very bad throw from the fielder. Well, in the last couple of balls, including the one which we have seen now, the bad throw, the previous one, that 2 runs which were being taken, there was a chance for a run out which was being missed. Very unfortunate situation for Indonesia, missing a lot of opportunities in regular successions. Akil hitting the ball onto the long on region to pick up a single.
Considering the
178.
Malaysian bowling lineup with the likes of Viradip Singh, Said Aziz, and Amir Razim, Sharvin Muniandi, and the score on board is a very competitive one for Indonesia to chase. That's my opinion, Vijay.
That's a good point, in fact. Sharvin is on strike. Well bowled by Ferdinando. What a lovely
And
ball from him.
he is a man to watch, like Ferdinando. Although he picked up only one wicket, but look at the way he bowls, the power hitter at the death. It's not an easy one. He executed really, really well, the slower one.
Last 2 balls left. Fifth ball coming up of 19th over. Sharvin on strike. This time Sharvin going for very, very big shot. And it's a massive 6 from him. That
What a
was a
shot.
massive power.
What a shot, Vijay. Look at that. We were talking about Sharvin Muniandi and his power, and we are also telling about his Hardik Pandya's stuff. This is how he plays, and he kept the promise made by his captain. 180 is the target they're looking for, and he'll be with all smiles, like how you smile.
Well, I was expecting that from you, and you exactly said that. Last ball coming up. Sharvin on strike.
Hard
Well,
running,
he's
two
going for
runs.
2 runs. They did it in a comfortable style. Malaysia scored in 20 overs 186 runs by losing 5 wickets. What an excellent batting from Malaysia. We will be shortly back to witness Indonesia's chase of 186 runs from 20 overs where they need to score 187 runs. Stay tuned for further action.
Welcome back to the second innings of Malaysia versus Indonesia T20I Bilateral Series third game. We have witnessed an excellent first innings from Malaysia. Here comes Said Aziz to bowl the first ball of the second innings. What an in-swinging ball. Very good start. Look at the overcast conditions. It's still cloudy. The covers are ready on the lines. No drizzling yet, but they are ready to cover it if the rain falls. But 187 to win. Here comes either the second ball. And this time it's an outswinger. Lovely bowling. In and out. First two deliveries. And Gide August and Gide Dharma to open the innings for Indonesia. 187 is a mammoth task for them. But let's wait and watch. With that, let me welcome Vijay, my co-commentator, on board.
Thank you so much, Amin. In undercast conditions, in overcast conditions, I beg your pardon, it's a wonderful bowling from Syed Aziz to swing the ball, especially to the batters. And having a slip in place is always a bonus. Well,
Good show from Said Aziz. Asking for out. Slightly down the leg side. Umpire said not out.
very good bowling from Syed Aziz so far, 3 dot balls from him, and just 1 run in the form of leg byes for Indonesia. And overcast condition always will be very much tricky for the batting team because the ball can swing well, especially with the Syed Aziz, what he has under his armory. Like he uses the seam well, he pitches up the ball well as well. Excellent over so far. 5 balls up and just 1 run coming into account of Indonesia. Last ball coming up. Whoa. I mean, what do you reckon about that ball? Last ball. What a lovely ball from
That was
Syed
a
Aziz.
steaming ball from Said Aziz, and he did extremely well in the first over, giving just only one leg by, and no runs came from the bat. Wonderful start, considering the 186 on board. Good one from the captain himself.
I mean, we are all from old school of cricket. So, do you remember these kind of bowling which Alan Donald, Glenn McGrath, Wasim Akram, they used to bowl and make batters to get surprised with the gentle outswinger and with the slight bounce, which would be very difficult for the batters to play against.
Exactly, Vijay, and always classic, to see these kind of bowlers bowl. You can watch all day, all long. Wonderful action and same line and length time and again.
Pawandeep Singh,
A proven
once again,
bowler from Malaysia. Excellent line and length for Pramandeep Singh.
a run coming in form of extra for Indonesia. First one was leg byes, and second one the form of byes.
Second ball. Very consistent bowler from Malaysia. Look at that quick run. There is a fielder in, but he just left that one run. And while we are seeing that single, the clouds are getting darker and darker, Vijay. Looks like the overcast condition is really squeezing.
Well, Malaysia would try to pick up at least a couple of wickets under these conditions.
Oh, what a lovely delivery from Pawandeep. This one beaten. Gide August Look at that.
Excellent bowling from Pavandeep. Tall man who can able to bowl extra bounce as well.
Lovely. Good bowling again, not giving any boundaries. A good batting from Giri August. 1 run on his for his off the mark, and couple of balls left in the first over. Good to see Pawandeep Singh initiative starting the first over along with Said Aziz. His first over. Oh, very good bowling. He already see the batter is moving and adjusted his line almost like the fourth or fifth stump and not allowing the batter to go for it.
This is what is known as smart cricket.
Wonderfully played to the mid-wicket zone, and what a lovely field. Can he touch the boundary line? Umpires are checking. The fielder shows no boundary sign. Umpire said okay, and nothing happened. Only 2 runs. It's a very good dive at the deep, and that ends the second over with 4 runs, including the leg by. So 6 runs on the board after 2 overs. Indonesia started slowly, comparatively lesser than the required run rate. It's almost
So
10 runs in over.
do you recommend that kind of an innings from Indonesia?
And I have witnessed, according to my experience, I have witnessed the batters who start slow, suddenly they picks up because some of the batters are comfortable seeing the ball first, analyzing the pitch conditions, then go for it. That's also acceptable.
Well, I mean, as we were talking about phases of the game, um, power play is very crucial because of the field set. Just a couple of fielders outside the circle, so which is always a convenient for batters to play against.
My goodness. While we're talking about the power play, look at the way the first slip fielder jumped and tried for the catch. That is none other than the most athletic man in Malaysia's team, that is Sharvin Muniandi. Dived to his
What
right
a
hand side, just
what a
missed the
lovely
catch.
attempt!
Yep, yep.
What a lovely attempt! He has gone for the full stretch.
Looks like a wide, and yes, it is. Umpire given that as a wide ball. And the condition is really helping Said Aziz here, Vijay. Look at that. The ball is swinging both sides.
Well, that's what I was talking about. Pace of the game. When you attack in the first 6 overs, especially when bowler like Syed Aziz is bowling, do not allow the bowler to dominate and dictate the terms in this kind of conditions. Rule number one. That's my ideology. Rule number one: when bowler tries to dominate you, there is always a way to get rid of it. Either do ramp shots.
Maybe I would say yes to your ideology, Vijay, because that is the demand for the T20 cricket now. You should not allow the bowler to settle down because if you do that, the 6 over is already gone.
Absolutely, that's true. So 1 over can be used, as you mentioned, to check out the bounce and swing.
And the swing and a miss, a very close run, but they may manage to reach on time, no issues on that. But not boundaries come up. Only couple of wides in this over, a single, one leg by, but still it's a good over because he didn't leak any big runs like boundaries or sixers. Syed Aziz is still under control. In swinging, length ball, fantastic ball to finish the second over. The captain's 2 overs spell ends with a 3 for 0 for him and 10 for no loss for Indonesia while they're chasing 186 in 20 overs. They need 177 more to win this game.
Trust me, I mean, Syed Aziz is dictating the terms here to the batters. Look at his bowling figures. 2 overs up, he has just conceded 3 runs, which means apparently it's just 1.5 per over, which is an excellent bowling. I definitely give credit to the bowler, but again, as a batting team, what are you doing there? You can use first over to check out the bounce and turn or swing. After that, you can't afford to waste those overs.
And here comes the pressure again from Pawandeep Singh. You're right, Vijay. Agree to your point. The batter should do something, maybe a ramp, a move away from the stumps and hit. Do something, right, to get those 4 runs. Look at that
Well,
change of line. Very good bowling from Pawandeep. Couple of dot balls. This is definitely going to add pressure, right, Vijay?
definitely. And at least one boundary would put that pressure onto the bowlers. It's like ball on your court. You have to dictate in that way.
One more wide. Wides are keep coming, even though runs are very little. Just 11 runs in 3 overs, but they keep bowling wides here and there.
This is a tactical wide. I'll let you know what.
On the leg stump, only 1 run should be punishable. And these kind of balls you should not leave when you play T20s. Anything on your pads, on your hip, you just give the full throttle.
The reason for which you see the wides is because they have already noticed, fielding team has already noticed the batting team has the weakness of playing the ball on the leg side. They're making batters to feel uncomfortable.
Mm, it's a good point, Vijay. I really appreciate that. It's an interesting one, indeed.
The footwork seems to be a little bit poor. They're not adjusting quickly and adapting to the conditions well. And Pawandeep is trying to make batter to go for the leg side shot. And the fielder was rightly also placed. Keeper also was trying to move on to this leg side rather than he is standing still. He's trying to move to the leg side, which means it's a plan.
And look at that. The ball goes straight to the hands of the fielder. But that was a very good try, I would say. He dropped the catch. But it was a very good try. Maybe I would say 50-50 chance. Leaning forward. Gide August almost have his heart in his mouth. Good bowling
Last
from
ball coming
Pawandeep.
up.
Asking for out towards the leg stump. Umpire a little bit hesitant to give that as out. The 4th over completed. The runs are not that impressive from Indonesia's side. 14 runs on board for not losing any wicket. 12 balls consumed for scoring 3 and 5 respectively from Gide August and Gide Dharma.
Well, once again, the credit goes to the bowling team. They understood this batting unit of Indonesia are missing out the shots on the leg side. As you mentioned, previous catch was dropped, which was again on his leg side.
Very good bowling from Syed Aziz. One more time, the captain himself introduced again for the 3rd over because he understands that he is bowling under control and the runs are not coming out and he want to continue. And probably Pawandeep Singh will be doing the same thing in the 6th over. Looking for one, no way. The field is cramped already. The field is all over the in circle on the offside and onside. 2 dot balls to start with the 5th over. Very good, consistent bowling.
Well, I mean, Syed Aziz is a very good power play bowler in T20 format because if he's bowling 3 overs and not conceding any runs and picking up wickets,
A very good shot over the covers, but not having enough power to reach the boundary. Couple of runs. That doesn't bother Syed Aziz at any cost because The asking rate is above 11.
If he's completing a squad of 3 overs, Cyrus is in the power play, which means that he's picking up wickets and not even conceding the runs. Look at that.
Well said, Vijay. That's what happening. Look at that. Super economical. The batters have no clue how to get their boundaries. Coming down the wicket for quick one. Oh, they just missed the stumps. Otherwise, had they hit the stump, it would have been a clean run out. Everyone already knows that.
Well, I have an interesting question to you, Amin. We have been watching a lot of cricket which has been played in Malaysia, whether it's UKM Oval or BAYUEMAS or STC or wherever it is. Cyrus is getting swing in his power plays. I'll get back to that.
If you ask
Yep.
how Bhuvaneshwar
and
Kumar getting swing.
And my main question is coming here. He is bowling very well in Malaysian conditions, and you've been part of this setup as far as Malaysia cricket for so long. I would like to know how he bowls in overseas conditions. Say, like if they're traveling to Hong Kong or Thailand or Nepal. I would like to know how he bowls there. Can he able to get same control, same dictating way how he's bowling here, or will he change his tactics by bringing the fast bowlers and he will be a change bowler?
Normally, it's a good question actually, Vijay, because normally they have their own database before they visit any country and previous games and what is the best bowling suits in the first 6 overs. Everything they have a data using the statistics, and also they try with that one actually. From here, Malaysia, they know that by back of their hand, so they know when to introduce spin, when to start with the fast bowling, and they mostly they start with different combination in overseas according to that condition actually.
This time, batter Gede Dharma going for the big sweep and couldn't able to connect at all. Pawandeep Singh has picked up the first wicket here. What a lovely start for Malaysia in bowling. Indonesia couldn't able to resist themselves and lost the first wicket for 17 runs. Gede Dharma gone. It was a soft dismissal, in fact. Look at that replay. Completely misread the ball. Ball hitting the stumps. Gede Dharma gone. Well, let's get back to the point, Amin. So you were saying that in this kind of conditions, Cyrus would be better for bowling the power play, isn't it?
Absolutely. Saidaz is a proven material, and one thing I really am impressed about Saidaz is like a very big-hearted player. Actually, he doesn't care who is playing against. Even the best of the best, he still shows up. Like he's ready to take the ball in hand and start the bowling first over. Such an attitude, and that's very important, right? For any great players, big players, they have a big heart. For example, if you look at SRH or now, I think RR is not playing now. So I like Sandeep Sharma. The way he bowls, even though anybody in front of him, he doesn't care. He bowls his line and length perfectly, changes his line and length, and you introduce slower balls and stick to his strengths.
Coming as a new man in. First ball, dot ball for him. What an excellent bowling from Pawandeep Singh. Dot ball, wicket and dot ball. A lot of pressure on Indonesian batting unit. This time, Kavin flicking the ball onto the mid-wicket region, and he has picked up a wicket, single. Wonderful batting This is how it has to be done. If you can't stay there, flick the ball, rotate the strike, and give the strike to the batter who is already there for long. K.D. August is on strike, facing Pawandeep Singh. What a lovely bowling! What a lovely bowling from Pawandeep Singh. Ball spun away from the right-handed batter, K.D. August. Slip was still there for a catch. Very well placed by Malaysian skipper Syed Aziz. This time it's on the leg side. No run taken there. A dot ball from Pawandeep Singh. By end of the 6 overs. By end of the power play, in fact, Indonesia are 18 for 1. They are in a deep trouble as the runs were not coming on into their favor, and also they lost the wicket. Indonesia
Yeah.
requires 169 runs from 14 overs.
Yeah, they always say that it keeps the asking rate less than 10 to be on the safer side. But here, if you look at that, it's 12 plus, and also they haven't been able to score a boundary, like fluently. They stuck in a shell because of wonderful bowling from Saeed Aziz and Pawandeep Singh. Now they introduced Muhammad Azri Azhar, is an interesting prospect, a young fast bowler who can also really bat well. So going to bowl the 7th over after the power play. Let's see.
I love the pace of Azri Azhar as far as in Malaysia cricket, the current Malaysian cricket lot are concerned, because he can bowl very well, and if he can execute the Yorkers, he could be very lethal. This is what I've been noticing since long. Azri Azhar has a good pace, and he can also bowl well with the bounce. All he needs is to somehow improvise his Yorker delivery. First ball, bowl really well by Azri Azhar. A dot ball coming into his account. It's the start of the middle overs. So it's not surprising for me to see Muhammad Azri Azhar coming up in the middle over, because we have noticed one thing, Amin. Muhammad Azri Azhar sometimes loses control with a new ball. I think it's a wise decision by the skipper. Kavina's on strike. Very good bouncer.
Absolutely.
Very good bouncer. Like I was telling, he has very good bounce and pace. Execution of bouncer is very important. I mean, and we were talking about Syed Aziz in overseas condition. But I think if Muhammad Azri Azhar is getting an opportunity in overseas, say like in conditions like Scotland or maybe in Ireland, I know they are in better rankings, but I think he can produce some marvelous deliveries there. This
No,
time,
no
K.D.
doubt.
August has gone, and it's Indonesia lost the second wicket. Azri Azhar has done a magic, going for a pull shot, but straight in the hand of the fielder. K.D. August couldn't be able to stabilize himself for Indonesia. Unfortunately, has gone for 3 runs. Azri Azhar, as he came, he's bowling his first over, picked up a wicket.
And what a bowler we were talking about his overseas performance as well. Vijay, yeah, that's true. Absolutely. He is a all format bowler for me, and also maybe all conditions bowler. A talent is a talent, right? Wherever he bowls,
But,
I think he
but I
can
don't
understand.
think so. I don't think so. He has got an opportunity in overseas. Correct me if I'm wrong. Has he
Not
bowled
yet.
in overseas?
He's
Yeah.
on the way. He's on the way, Vijay, because he's a new guy. He's young and energetic, and there's a lots of time to like go overseas. And definitely, you can see his name in the squad whenever Malaysia plays overseas. That's for sure.
But I would love to see the same Malaysian squad with Syed Aziz, Azri Azhar in conditions like Scotland, Netherlands, Ireland. Forget about Ireland because Ireland is a destination. But Scotland, Netherlands, Italy, It would be lovely to see them because imagine if they can able to generate swing like Syed Aziz and bounce by Azri Azhar. What they can able to do there? They can do wonders, isn't it? Dharma is a
100%.
new batter in. There's an appeal from Azri Azhar. Umpire is not convinced because of the height. First run picked up by Dharma, but we need to check out its leg byes. Hence, it's not the first run for Dharma, just a run into the account of Indonesia extras account. Because I mean, if you look at the conditions like Nepal, because I've worked as a coaching staff in Nepal, sometimes it's almost the similar of what we see here in Malaysia. Not much different,
Mhm.
almost similar. Probably the rains, weather condition could be different. Excellent again from Mohammad Azri Azhar and wonderful
Oh.
fielding as well to complement and good backup, but unfortunately couldn't able to manage to save that. But still, no run taken. Just a run which was taken in first instance. Lovely batting from Indonesia and a good contribution from Malaysian fielders too, complementing
They're
Azri
having
Azhar.
they're having fun, Vijay. Look at the body language because they've been did really well in the first 7 overs. That gives them the boost, you know.
Last ball coming up. An attempt for a pull shot by Dharma. In fact, hook shot by Dharma. Not even a pull. He's trying to do the shadow shot. He's just disappointed that he couldn't be able to connect well. So by end of the 7 overs, Indonesia 21 for 2. Run rate still with the 3. 166 runs required. So I mean, we were talking about pace bowling, swing bowling. We were talking about overseas conditions like in European conditions. Now let's get back to Asian conditions. We haven't spoke about the rank turners. Having a player like Pavandeep, Virendeep, Hamza, then there are a lot of spinners. Um, Madhukar, Prashant Madhukar, then Vishwaruban. So having this kind of you know a lot in spinners, what about utilizing them on rank turners pitch? Lovely bowling from Pavandeep and a wicket here. Pavandeep Singh has dismantled the Indonesian batting order. He has picked up the second wicket in his final over, the first ball which he has bowled. Pavandeep Singh is on song. He's unstoppable at the moment. Look at the turn which he has got. That angle and slight turn. There's nothing much Kevin can do except just walking back to change room. Indonesia lost the third wicket. I mean, Indonesia are in massive trouble. Look at that score, 21 runs and 3 wickets already lost.
It is they are in the deep sea, deep water currently, Vijay, because 3 wickets, just 21 runs, and asking rate is close to 13, and it's like kind of 80-20 now, and uh, Malaysia is simply strangling Indonesia, totally dominating right from the ball number one. The first innings completely dominated by the batters, scored 186. Second innings, look at that, they picked up 3 wickets in 7 overs, given just 21 runs at less than 3 runs an over, and they have left with 13 overs almost to chase almost 166, which is a mammoth task, according to me.
Kadak is a new batter, and in fact, I mean, we were talking about rank turners. Forget about rank turners. On the very same pitch of overcast condition in BAYUEMAS Oval, Pavandeep Singh is creating some wonders. He's already picked up a couple of wickets, just conceding 9 runs in 3.1 overs. Kadak is on strike. Well, look at that spin. Spun away from the right-handed batter, Kadak. Good fielding as well. Have they picked up a single? Yes, of course they have. So Dharma will be on strike. There's a breeze out there as well. The BAYUEMAS Oval because of the rain factor. This time bit wider as well as far as length is concerned. And batters are going for the second run. Comfortable running between wickets by the Indonesian batters. In fact, it was a bit of poor line and length from Pawandeep after bowling excellent line and length earlier. And one more wicket here for Pawandeep Singh. Dharma couldn't be able to complete the shot. He has hit the ball in the air straight into the hand of fielder. Dharma cheaply got dismissed for 2 runs. Pawandeep Singh picked up his third wicket.
Look at that. A very good length and a wonderful catch by Rahim Khan, the spinner, leg spinner, very athletic, and almost like a wonderful catch from the spinner himself. And a wicket, first ball, wicket on the fourth ball, and he is adding and rubbing salt in the wound.
Well, when the fielder is placed closed in short extra covers, I'm just wondering why batter has not even completed the shot. He has just lifted the ball and he's giving the catch practice to the Rahim Khan. Thank you, says Rahim Khan, and caught the ball. This is absolutely poor cricket. I mean, I'm very disappointed with Indonesia batting. I've seen in the same series they have batted very well to their potential, and in today's game they made Malaysia to dictate the terms, and now they are stuck in the storm and couldn't be able to get rid of it.
100% right, Vijay, and they have no clue to proceed with the runs here because one of the things I would say is that the standard of cricket Malaysia is showing like a world class cricket here, completely dominant. And one more ball
Once
goes up.
again, once again a wicket for Pawandeep Singh. He is unstoppable at the moment. He has picked up his fourth wicket. What a lovely bowling from Pawandeep Singh. Danielson came and he is gone. First ball, he has got dismissed. He was completely clueless. Pawandeep Singh doing the rest of the things. Wicketkeeper made sure it's his catch. Indonesia are in massive trouble. 5 wickets gone for just 24 runs in 7.5 overs. I mean, I'm very, very disappointed. As I was saying this wicket fell. 3 wickets in this over. Trust me, 3 wickets. And 3 wickets were completely. Indonesian batters showed no clue.
Quite an uneven performance from Indonesia because the first game they lost, they scored under 100 and they lost the game. Second, they managed to score 100 plus. Third one, again, 5 wickets lost under 50 runs, showing inconsistency in their batting. Then they have lots of things to go back to their drawing board and do their best. Need to check, be honest with them, and improve their games. Maybe they learn from the oppositions, learn from the top batters in the world, and discuss with the coach. Maybe tighten your techniques, at least how to rotate the strikes when the wicket falls. All
Techniques.
these things.
You said techniques. Say it again. That should be highlighted. Look at the field set here. All fielders are closely set. It's a big wide from Pawandeep Singh. Well, he was on a hat trick, but he missed out hat trick. He would be
This is
very
an
disappointed.
excellent
First slip,
figures.
second slip, gully, short extra covers, wide slip, and a dot ball coming into an account.
Look at
Look
that.
at that
The
field
whole
set. We will never ever forget that scene.
you can see the whole 11 is inside the circle this time. You can
So it
tell that.
reminds me of a power play, but
Yes,
not a power play though.
not a power play. So that's something
By end of the
interesting in
eight
T20.
overs, by end of the 8 overs, Indonesia 25 for 5. Well, remember a long time back when Glenn McGrath was bowling to Zimbabwe team, it was a tail end Zimbabwean batter was batting, and the entire fielders were being placed in the slip cordon. Do you remember that?
And I remember that I had that poster in my house, like with a close-up shot taken from
Yeah,
some nice angle from the photographer. It was in my room. I always like these are the things in cricket, right? So these are the moments. For example, the Shane Warne's ball to Mike Gatting,
yeah.
and the seven slips or eight slips in McGrath's over, and
Azri Azhar bowled some brilliant bounce. Wicketkeeper had a chance, but the batter was lucky enough to get a boundary. Look at that. The boundary in the form of surprising rising delivery from Azri Azhar. Indonesia would be happy to grab this opportunity. Kadak,
I I personally feel this over going to be an interesting over because Asdi Azhar is looking to get a wicket here actually.
once again, well bowled by Mohammad Azri Azhar. A dot ball. In fact, it was given as bice, so there was no even edge on the bat of Kadak. So he was surprised. That's it, nothing else. Ball didn't hit the bat. Maybe keeper should have caught that ball. That could have saved a boundary. Excellent Yorker, sorry, a bouncer from Azri Azhar. He is trying to go for series of bouncers on Indonesian batters, making batters to think next ball going to be whether it, because we know that Mohammad Azri Azhar has a good Yorkers as well. Probably inconsistent, but he can bowl very good Yorkers. Combination of bouncers and Yorkers would be lethal. Once again, a good comeback from Mohammad Azri Azhar.
An interesting point to note down here, Vijay, is like the DL method. They have lost 5 wickets for 31. It looks like it's gonna rain, and even if the rain stops the play, and if the DL comes in, and advantage goes to Malaysia.
Absolutely, there's no one to blame. It's just Indonesia. They have dropped a couple of catches, misfields, fumbles everywhere while fielding, and while batting, they were completely out of the sight. They didn't know what they were doing. They were clueless. They couldn't be able to read the spin, bounce, or turn from Pavandeep. A dot ball again from Mohammad Azri Azhar. Last ball coming up of the ninth over. Azri Azhar. This time, Kadak managed to connect the ball to the boundary. It would be a sigh of relief for Indonesia. Bit short of the length from Azri Azhar as well.
I would
It
still
relaxes
rate
the nerve.
I would still rate this over a pretty average from Azri Azhar because most of the balls he bowled was a short of a length rather than a good length. Because if you notice, there are 5 wickets down, and these kind of batters, even if you bowl a good length ball, there is a high chance that you get a wicket. So you lost that. If it is a short ball, they'll go for it.
Well, if I were there on the ground, if I were a teammate of Azri Azhar, I would have asked him to go for the Yorkers. Forget about good length. Go for a decent Yorker. Clean them up. It's quite simple. No strategy, nothing. You have bowled pretty decent couple of bouncers. Now it's time to bowl a Yorker and get a wicket.
Yes, Vijay, the top bowlers in the world, the greatest bowlers in the world, they don't do these kind of mistakes. They always look for the opportunity and make use of that opportunity. Example, Sunil Narine, Bumrah, and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. They don't bowl unnecessary bouncers, unnecessary looseners while the situation was perfect for them. They go for Yorkers,
Ch-
good length, and maybe like over pitch delivery, even to confuse the batter.
There's a change in bowling. Virandeep Singh has been introduced into attack, replacing his brother Pavandeep. First ball, dot ball. Second one seems to be again a dot ball too. Slip has been placed. Short fine leg is brought in. Well, the reason for which they have short extra cover, short no short mid wicket and short fine leg is because we can expect a bit of short pitch ball from Virandeep, compelling batter to go for the pull shot, and we have seen the same thing now. A single taken. I mean, have you noticed one great angle Virandeep Singh bowls? He'll bowl to the right-handed batter. Look at that angle again. I'll elaborate it, but it's a single again from Indonesian batter.
Interesting
So back
angle,
to back
Vijay.
singles.
Interesting angle. The way he cuts the umpire and bowled that ball. Where did the ball coming in? Look at that. Oh my goodness.
It's a lovely bowling from Virandeep Singh. He has completed his over, just conceding 2 runs with 4 dot balls. So the angle which I'm talking about, Amin, he bowls right left arm diagonal to the right-handed batter, and he will take his arm towards the off stump of the right-handed batter to the fourth stump line, and he will be bowling on. I mean, he will be letting the ball go out of his hand from that particular fourth stump line, and the ball will slowly come on to the middle stump, but it will pitch and it will turn gently. If it turns in to the right-handed batter, it will be very, very deep trouble for right-handed batter. But if it's going on to the leg stump side, as we have mentioned, short extra mid wicket or short mid wicket and short fine leg. These are the three fielders which we can have for the catching. So
Very
this
good
can
point.
go, yeah, this can make them to pick up a wicket.
We'll have a short
So it's
drinks
time.
break while we talking. We'll come back and join the 11th over. Thank you, Vijay. That's a good point, actually.
Back from the drinks break. Indonesia are 37 for 5 in 10 overs. Kadak will be on strike and new bowler Rahim will be brought into attack.
First ball from Rahim. Very good one. To the stumps. Single taken. Very interesting change from Said Aziz. Rahim is a dominating and a very, very consistent bowler. Leg spinner. As a very strong googly as well.
Already the things have been sabotaged for Indonesia.
That is going to be a very good bowling. Excellent one from Rahim here. This is almost like a finishing work. Wrapping up stuff from Malaysia. Sampath and Kadak is just battling out to score those 149 runs in just under 10 overs. Not an easy task at all. Third ball, flighted one, not able to clear it. Open stance, no way meeting the ball in the middle of the bat. Back to back good deliveries.
I'm just wondering why slip is not being placed, but all in all, it's an excellent over so far from Rahim.
What a beautiful bowling from the right arm leg spinner. Landed on exactly the length he wanted and leaving the batter. Classical leg spinner. The same delivery, same result. You beauty, Rahim Khan, one of the brothers of Amir Khan and Aslam Khan. Rahim Khan is their brother. So these three are simply dominating the cricket field all the time. Look at that. Look at that. You beauty. He's just playing with Kadak. Back to back dot balls and back to back beautiful deliveries from Rahim to end his over. Just given 2 runs in his over. 39 for 5 Indonesia after 11 overs. They have a lot of things to do to chase those 148.
I mean, don't you think that there was a slip which could have been placed for Rahim Khan because he was bowling very well, leg spin, and batter was getting deceived and beaten.
I think Saeed Aziz was checking that over, and probably he'll bring back his slip. Maybe he himself be a slip for his over. And Virendip Singh is continuing the diagonal bowling, as you mentioned, Vijay, looking beautiful. The way the ball turns after pitching, amazing.
Sampath scored 5 runs from 10 balls. Will be facing Virendip Singh, the experienced player.
Not giving anything easy because they are under control. Malaysia is under control all the time in this game. Very difficult for Sampath and Kadak because the 6th and 7th batters of Indonesian team to face these kind of balls. The ball goes up, can someone catches it? No, that was a very good try. And he injured his shoulder. That's not a good sign.
Sharban Muniandi is the man.
Muniandi.
I hope it's not a serious injury, but he's struggling very badly at the moment. There's a bit of frustration from the batting unit as well. They're not getting runs. And especially in the previous over from Rahim Khan, it was just 2 runs which came. So batters will be under pressure. They will be going for the bigger shots. Sometimes it's completely unnecessary for them to go for the bigger shots. But otherwise, if you look into the bigger shots, which is very much required, but execution of shots are very much important. Likewise, how crucial it is to safeguard wickets from now. Indonesian 2 batters in the center. Kadak and Sampath will have to build a big partnership here. Virendra Singh generally comes and picks up a wicket and somehow managed to make sure to break the partnerships. This time, he's yet to pick up his wicket and make sure his name in the wicket list.
Forty-two for 5, 11.4 overs. Virendra Singh bowling his second over, and
I
Sadhu
mean, I have
Bunyadi
a
is.
doubt.
Mhm.
I would like to throw this question to you because we can witness here three pitches in the center. Probably we can name them as pitch 1, 2, 3. And as we have seen some pitches in the BAYUEMAS Oval, which are with a high scoring game, and some pitches which are meant in the initial 6 overs in the morning game with good swing, like how Aziz getting it. Do you have any idea like what all pitches react how?
Yeah, of course. The BAYUEMAS is the one which has the overcast conditions. It has always have that a swing in the earlier most of the morning games. Okay, and the second part of the game, usually in the afternoons, it's a batting paradise. Okay, so the same goes to STC. STC is a spinning track, Slango Turf Club, whereas this the ball spins much more than the biomass oval. So the spinners dominate in STC usually, and also uh, regarding the rain overcast conditions, the swings are similar to the biomass actually in STC as well. Apart from that, the one in rest of the grounds
UKM Oval.
behaves, yeah, UKM oval, and UKM oval also behaves somewhat similar to maybe 50% of biomass, I would say. Okay, you have swing, sometimes you don't have, but straight away morning sun comes and you don't have that kind of swing there. Okay, so only biomass oval I've seen the condition is very suitable for the fast bowlers early morning.
Exactly. I would like to add one more point to this. In biomass oval, there is an extra bounce which bowler can able to get, but in UKM you can't get that. If I'm not wrong.
That's right. That's right. UKM is like comparatively lesser bounce to biomass oval.
I understand that Malaysia often gets a lot of rain and pitches would be damp. And you see right now also there was clouds and it was overcast condition at one point of time. We were expecting rain as well. So we'll get back after this ball.
Sure.
It's a single.
Good
Yeah.
single. Yeah,
On
that's a
damp
very good
on
point,
damp
Vinay.
pitch, it's always difficult for bowlers to extract bounce, and also sometimes it's difficult to even get swing because of thick dampness.
Very good point, Vijay, actually. So, and the top teams, they always have their stats before they come. You know, the pitch report, how what is the weather, and all the things. They already have the knowledge and come to the game. And I think Indonesia should follow the standards, SOPs, before arriving to Malaysia. They should read the bowlers, read the conditions, and what 11 is best for the game, and they'll slowly pick up. I believe Rahim is doing wonderful job here. Look at that. He is maintaining his line and length. Just 4 runs in this over. They are always under control. Another over goes here. 13 overs done. 47 for 5 and 140 to win. It is 20 runs per over they need. Looks like it's very difficult to reach there.
Rahim, he has bowled 2 overs, just conceded 6 runs. What an excellent bowling from him so far in this match. He's creating opportunity to other bowler too, by putting a lot of pressure, change in bowling attack. Vijay Unni is introduced into attack for the first time in this match. I mean, it's all about blitzkrieg of spin attack, I suppose, in today's match for Malaysia.
Yes, they dominate. That is their strength. And once they are on song, it's very difficult to stop them. Look at the combinations they have, Vijay, like a right arm off spinner. Now here comes the Vijay Uni. He hardly gives you the easy balls. It's the length and rushes through that, and he stopped the ball. Looks like the cap went down. Couple of
Has the
runs.
ball hit the cap?
Not sure about it. I mean, like uh, ball went other way. Lucky that he didn't get that 5 runs extra
Lucky enough.
for
Yeah.
Indonesia. A very good shot. Directly goes to the mid wicket. Looks like one-sided now.
So I
The
mean,
game
you
goes
can
one-sided.
explain that. You can explain that rule to the viewers. When the fielder's cap falls down, and what if ball touches?
Normally, anything objects the ball without using your hand. For example, you are a fielder using your cap or your t-shirt, shoes, anything to stop the ball. That will be awarded 5 runs to the batting team. So that is not allowed. Even your helmet. For example, if you are a keeper, placing your helmet behind you and the ball hits the helmet, it's 5 runs.
Vijay Unni once again creating pressure, but now Indonesia has reached 50 runs on mark. They lost 5 wickets. Kadak and Sampath in the center, 11 runs on each respectively.
One more silent over for Malaysia, and they're not giving anything easy. And the story continues. They keep bowling the tight overs, and Indonesia is trying to find an answer, but they couldn't.
Excellent over from Vijay Unni. He's just conceded 4 runs. But you were talking about the combination, which is absolutely very important. Even if I sit down as a coach, I would always try to count my bowlers. I would love to have one off spinner, one leg spinner, one probably if I have a Chinaman, left arm spinner, wrist spinner, that I would appreciate. And if I have a left arm spinner, it's okay. But Chinaman would make more effective.
That is need of the hour. If you see the international trends, Kuldeep Yadav and Shamsi from South Africa, and all of them like are getting good results in left arm Chinaman. Even
So
teams.
at the
Mhm.
moment, who is the best Chinaman spinner for Malaysia?
Chinaman spinners in Malaysia. I don't see many Chinaman bowlers in Malaysia because most of them are left arm orthodox or left arm spinners. Like that is the majority, and I don't see someone like who can bowl Chinaman very well in Malaysia because leg spinners and on the left arm spinners are doing well. I would say that.
Well, we got a query as well. What do you mean by Chinaman? Chinaman spin is nothing but initially it was introduced by a Chinese guy in English cricket. It's a left arm wrist spin. Generally, left arm spinners bowl with the finger spin, but if it's bowled with a wrist spin, and when they have the quick movement of the body, and when they twist and when they bowl quickly, as far as in terms of finishing their bowling action, but in terms of bowling with the grip, it's all about bowling with the wrist. Generally, left arm Chinamen are effective in picking up wickets because they get the turn as well, comparing with left arm orthodox spinner who will bowl with his fingers. So orthodox spinners generally bowl with arm balls. Arm balls are nothing but it will come straight onto the batter. Probably the angles may change here and there, but left arm Chinaman can spin the ball on both sides, like how you see the leg spinner or off spinner spinning on both sides. Chinaman can do that. So that's
In
the
an easy
specialty of
term,
left arm.
very good inputs, Vijay. Thank you so much for the youngsters watching this. They understand what is Chinaman in cricketing terms, and to put it easily, a leg spinner who bowl on the right hand with a right arm action is called a leg spin, and if it is a left arm leg spin, it's called Chinaman. The bowlers using the left arm to bowl the leg spin, that's called Chinaman. It's only the arm difference, and that's it.
Well,
Okay, both the
well,
bowlers bowl googly and leg spin for the right arms, and also the Chinaman is something like in both the ways. They spin both the ways.
well, there's an innovation in left Chinaman. It seems that
Mhm.
they're also trying to bowl with fingers with the same action.
Mm,
So this
that's
I came
nice.
to know well while I was doing commentary in the Pondicherry Premier League.
Mhm.
So there were bowlers who were getting picked up for IPL. One of the bowlers who got picked up for RCB, he's a left-arm Chinaman bowler.
Okay.
Generally uses his wrist, but he has a good variation too. With the fingers he bowls.
Oh, that's nice. Interesting prospect. And while we're talking about Chinaman, look at that Vijayuni. That's a right arm off spinner. It's dominating this his bowling here. It's just 7 runs of 1.3 overs, and it's almost 16th over.
Very good bowling from Vijay Unni. It's a dot ball. Partnership seems to be coming slowly and steadily for Indonesia. 60 runs on board as far as Indonesia is concerned. 15.4 overs. An attempt for going for the late cut shot. Well, Kadak scored 15 runs so far from 23 balls, and Sampath with 17 runs from 26 balls. Last ball coming up from Vijay Unni's bowling. Wonderful bowling from Vijay Unni. He has picked up a wicket here. Oh, in fact, it was not a wicket, almost looking like a wicket. Just missed by the whisker. But it was an excellent over from Vijay Unni's bowling. 16 overs up, 60 runs on board with a loss of 5 wickets.
Look at the run
He
rate,
has just conceded
Vijay.
3 runs. That's it.
3.75 is the run rate, and the asking rate is gone past 31. That means you need to score at least 5 boundaries, maybe 4 6s and a
Well,
boundary.
not 5. Yeah, exactly. So 5 sixes per over, you can say.
To put it easily, 5 6s, and it's a, we all
Yeah,
know
just
that it's a possibility is only less than 1%.
driven well by Sampath, and he's picked up a single. So let's be realistic. Let's not talk about run rate and possibility of Indonesia winning this match. But Indonesia has to sit down here. They need to rectify the mistakes where things went wrong. Well flighted delivery from Rahim. And a wicket here, I guess. or not? Well, yes, a wicket here. Indonesia lost the sixth wicket. Kadak has been dismissed. Well, I love Malaysian players because they don't celebrate after picking up the wicket. I love the school attitude. They say like, "Hey, it's just my day. I would love to, just walk off with a style, with a swag." But they picked up a wicket, and Indonesia crumbled to the maximum in a possible way where they couldn't be able to get back on roll, stand up to fight this target. Ketut is a new man, and Rahim has picked up his first wicket of the match.
What a
I
bowler!
mean,
What a bowler
I
he
think
is.
you have to. I think you have to make these Malaysian players to enjoy each and every moment after picking up the wicket. I love the
Mm.
celebration as a fast bowler. I used to celebrate well, not like Imran Tahir
Mhm.
running away from the boundary, but I would love to celebrate for each and every wicket.
You become a kid, right? When you celebrate.
Absolutely, after putting a lot of efforts behind scenes in the nets, the match scenario games. What a
What a
lovely delivery from Rahim Khan. And
mm,
you have a lot of pressure to handle. And in international cricket, you have media, coaches, selectors, family, friends. On top of it,
Vijay,
when you perform well, it's all about you celebrate that moment.
despite
Of course,
Vijay, adding to your point, I know one kid who celebrates like a real kid in international cricket, and he is called the king of cricket. That is none other than Virat Kohli. I just love his celebration. Not only not only a one bowler for the whole bowlers for his whole team. He's not he's not going to bowl, but he celebrates more than a bowler in wherever the team he plays, either India or IPL team. He celebrates like a kid.
absolutely. I still remember a lot of bowlers. Shoaib Akhtar, like a bird, Brett Lee with his punches on the ground. So every bowler has a different and unique way of celebrating. But still, I love Imran Tahir's celebration, the way he runs. But sometimes it will become very difficult as a team member to catch hold of Imran Tahir. Vijay Unis continues his third over. What a lovely bowling. It's a wrong one, in fact. Generally, an off spinner will pitch the ball onto the offside. The ball turns into the middle of the leg. It's a wrong one this time. Excellent bowling. A single coming into an account of Sampath and Indonesia.
Total overs left is 2.4 overs. They need 125 runs, which is literally not possible to chase at this moment.
A dot ball coming into an account. Vijay Unni is mixing up very well as far as his variations are concerned. He's bowling over the wicket and around the wicket at two, which is an added advantage. Ketut is on strike. Well, there's a scoop shot from Ketut. Outfield seems to be a bit slow. Ball didn't travel as quick as they expected. Batters pushing for the runs, and they picked up 3 runs on this instance. Sampath is on strike facing Vijay Unni. Wonderful bowling from Vijay Unni. Just a single in the previous ball. Last ball coming up of his third over. Once again, an excellent ball from him to wind up his third over. He has just conceded 5 runs in this over. In fact, he is bowling in the death over, which is a very positive sign how he has controlled his nerves, and he is bowling excellent in the death overs. By end of the 18 overs, Indonesia are 66 for 6. I mean, a question time for you. A spinner in a death over. I understand it. We have gone to the era where the things are completely changing every now and then. But a spinner, not a spinner, it's a couple of spinners. Virandeep is bowling his 19th over of the innings. Well played by Sampath, and he has got a boundary here after a very long period of time for Indonesia. Much required boundary, but of course, it's going to boost their confidence for the next match. That's hit on the long on region. Sampath moving on to 24 runs. Well, the ball this time was hit on long off region for a single. Going for the bigger shot attempt, but couldn't able to execute it well. Going for a reverse shot. Fielder was well placed. Again a dot ball.
Vijay, you're asking about the spinner in the last over, right? So in this situation,
Yep.
not a big deal because the asking rate is above 87 or something. So whoever can bowl, right? Like no problem at all.
99 now. Well, a single will be added into account of Indonesia. Excellent bowling from Virandeep Singh. He has conceded 6 runs in his third over. So by end of the 19 overs, Indonesia are 72 for 6. Maybe I was expecting some kind of an attack and pick up at least like a couple of wickets. Last over will be bowled by Akil. Once again, a spinner will be bowling. It's a massive wide, and ball will not be going to the boundary. In fact, Virandeep cutting off and saving the runs there. So a couple of runs plus a wide. So 3 runs coming into the account of Indonesia. Ketut is on strike. Ketut couldn't able to connect the ball at all. Five more balls to go to complete this innings on the match as well. Ketut is on strike. What a lovely bowling from Akil, but it's a wide again. So 4 runs coming up in this over. Stepping down the wicket, couldn't able to do much. A wild swing of the bat from Ketut, but couldn't able to connect the ball at all. No run taken. Four more balls to go to complete this match. Going for the bigger sweep shot, but nothing connected so far. After getting excited to go for the bigger shots, but couldn't able to manage to do the hand and eye coordination well. Once again, swing of the bat, nothing connected again. No run for Indonesia. Once again, a white ball. Whites are flowing like a spontaneous river, unstoppable at the moment. Extras are coming into the account of Indonesia. Just two balls to complete. Skipper Sayadasis would expect this match to come to an end very soon. This time, Ketut connected the ball well, but not to the extent where he can complete to the boundary. These two batters have pushed to double run. Last ball coming up as far as this third T20I game between Indonesia and Malaysia of this bilateral series. Going for the pull shot, Ketut. Just single coming into an account. This ends up the match. Malaysia wins this match in a comprehensive style with a massive margin of 104 runs. Indonesia put the battle on where they scored 82 runs and lost 6 wickets in 20 overs, but couldn't able to match up the Malaysia's runs. Malaysia won the toss and elected to bat first, and they scored 186 runs by losing 5 wickets in 20 overs. Mohammad Amir Razim scored 46 runs. Mohammad Haziq Ayman scored 45. Syed as a skipper scored 36. As usual, we see him time and again on scoreboard. Kadak picked up a wicket. Ferdinando also picked up a wicket. Last but not the least, Kede Dharma also picked up a wicket as far as Indonesia was concerned. In terms of batting, Indonesia couldn't able to stabilize any partnership or build any kind of a momentum where they scored just 82 runs and lost 6 wickets in 20 overs. Sampath scored 25 runs. Kadak scored 15. Last but not the least, Kede Dharma scored 8 runs. As far as Malaysian bowling was concerned, Pawandeep Singh picked up 4 wickets by conceding 13 runs. Excellent bowling from him. 3 wickets in his final over. Mohammad Azri Azhar picked up a wicket. Last but not the least, Rahim also picked up a wicket. So Malaysia won by 104 runs in a comprehensive style in the third T20 international match between Indonesia and Malaysia in BAYUEMAS Oval. There is one more match which is left out, but before that, we have a presentation party. My co-commentator Amin will be taking care of a presentation party. Stay tuned for that. Thank you.
welcome to the post-match presentation of the 4-match series between Malaysia and Indonesia bilateral series T20I 2026. And what a game today. Malaysia scored 186 for 5 in 20 overs, batting first, winning the toss, and they won by 104 runs. And before we proceed further, let me call the match referee, Mr. Edwin, to present the award to the man of the match, player of the match today. And we have 3 nominations. One is Saeed Aziz for 36 runs in 19 balls. And second, Haziq for 45 runs in 30 balls in opening. And last but not the least, Pawandeep Singh for picking up 4 wickets in 4 overs with just 13 runs. And it's none other than Pawandeep Singh. May I request Pawandeep Singh to come and receive his Player of the Match award from match referee Mr. Edwin. Thank you, sir, for providing the award. Let me have a quick word with Pawandeep Singh just for a short while. Thank you, Pawan, and congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you feel? 4 wickets in T20 game. How do you feel?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, always happy when the team wins, and if you get to contribute even 10% of the win. So yeah, it feels good.
And how is the pitch like? Like when you bowl, everything looks so good turning. How is the pitch like?
I think we are used to playing on that wicket and always turns. So yeah, just putting more reps onto the ball, and yeah, it helped our spinners towards the back end of the innings.
And anything like particular you tried in this game against these Indonesian players?
Nothing much. I mean, I'm usually known to bring the ball in, bowl more of the armers, but looking at the wicket, it was a bit slow and it was spinning, so I thought I'll just try and spin the ball today.
We all enjoyed your bowling. Always happy to see you up front coming and bowling, and wish you good luck for continue the momentum.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And let's have a quick chat with captain of Malaysia, Saeed Aziz, for a while. Saeed Aziz, can I have a few words with you? And this is the 3rd game, 3 in a row you won. How do you feel now?
Yeah, very happy. I think earlier I spoke about we want to put a decent score on the board, and I think our batters did a good job, and very happy with the performance, and I would like to carry the same form in the next game as well.
186 you said, and you scored 6 runs extra and won this game very convincingly. What went all good this time? Your guys performing 3 in a row, very good. What's happening actually?
I think, like I said, our opening partnership was vital today. I think 50 odd for 1 wicket, like I said earlier again. So I think that set the platform for us, going into the number 3, number 4 batters to go in and, show some real dominance. I think Amir Razim played really well, number 3. So I think all these guys, coming in and chipping in. So it is good for Malaysia as well as for the team's performance as well.
Happy to see you smiling and happy to see you winning. Wish you very good luck for the future game.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Let me have a few words with captain of Indonesia to discuss about this game and what's his thoughts. Please, Danielson. And you are 3rd game, 3-0, but you fought really well. Your bowling was really good. And what happened inside? Please tell me about it.
Well, we come with the plan to bowl first, but couple of drop chance, missed chance cost us a lot. They were able to score a lot because of that, and I think that's what the mistake that we should learn going forward to the next match.
I really like your attitude of bowling the 4th over and picked up a wicket in the last over, and you didn't give up. I really like that, and wish you good luck for the future games as well.
Thank you so much.
And that's all from the presentation. 2 captains given an interview, and what a great performance by Malaysia, 3-0 in the 4-match series. Let's join the 4th game tomorrow from the Com Box. Thank you so much.